and I am very excited to show you guys my PS4 theme of Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4. Let's go. Now, the reason why I want to show you this, just to start off the stream, just to kickstart things, is this theme is so awesome. I love it already. When you go up in the menu, look at this. Listen to, wait, listen to this. Web swing. And then when you go down, jump. And I'm not joking. When I first got home after getting this game and after installing this theme, I literally was just doing this over and over again on the menu just to hear those sound effects. But anyways, welcome everyone to today, the big day, Marvel Spider-Man PS4 playthrough. Yes, today I'm going to be playing through this brand new, fantastic game on PlayStation 4. And as you know, we've been leading up to this event with the Road to Spider-Man PS4. However, that road is still not complete. There is still much more we have to do in that road. Obviously, yesterday I ended with Ultimate Spider-Man. Still didn't finish that game, though. So when the marathon goes back after this game, it'll be going back to Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. But for now, let's just enjoy this brand spanking new game, Marvel Spider-Man PS4, made by the G's right here, Insomniac Games. These guys are literally my favourite developers now. This is my favourite Spider-Man game. I've already had good playtime on it. I've already just experienced not so much. I've mainly been going around doing side stuff. Because let me tell you guys, the side stuff is fantastic. There is a lot to do, a lot to see, a lot of things to go through in this game. So let's do this. Let's jump straight in. This whole marathon has been leading up to this moment. And it will continue after this moment. After we've done this game, I will go back to the other Spider-Man games, and it will end up basically becoming like a comparison of sorts. How does this game stack up against the others? What does this game borrow from the others? What have Insomniac sort of picked and chosen from different games and put into this game? Well, already I have some answers for you, but I'm going to save that for the gameplay. I'm going to let the gameplay speak for itself, and I'm going to let the rest of the marathon speak for itself as well. But either way, this is what it's been leading up to. The road to Spider-Man PS4 has now reached its destination. Once we do this, we're going to be looping all the way back and going back to some of the other games. But for now, let's do this. Let's jump straight in. Steven, my boy. Hey, looking forward to it, dude. Yes. Everyone, show your love and hype in the chat right now. Give me some really hype emotes. If I had custom emotes, I would have had a Spider-Man emote prepared for this stream. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Can someone just give me any sort of emote that represents a spider? Is there a spider emote in the chat? Everyone, just flood the chat with spider emotes or something to show how hype you are. And let's do this. Let's get into this game right now. There's my save file at the top from where I've been playing, but I'm going to be starting a fresh new save just for the stream. Look how many saves this game gives you! I'm sorry, can I just talk about this for a sec? There are loads of games nowadays that only give you one save, but can we just worship this game for the fact that it gives you so many saves? So many save files, each for different run-throughs. I love that. Why is it that loads of games nowadays just insist on having one save? Also, okay, accept your friend request. Wait, let me see if it's come. By the way, I have notifications off, so please... Well, actually, no. I was going to say please don't spam me in my on my PlayStation, but even if you tried to, it's not going to pop up on screen. So, but there you go, Bailey. Because you are a loyal fan and an absolute gem to the channel, I accept your friend request right there on stream, and there we go. Just for you, Bailey, that was just for you, because you are truly a G. Anyway, yes, Steven, with those spider emotes in the chat. Flood the chat with those emotes. Come on, Bailey, I want to see your spider emotes in the chat. And let's do this. Right, let's take my second save slot, and that is going to be my stream save. And let's do this. Already, look at that suit. Oh my goodness. This game just looks amazing. It looks spectacular. Dare I say it looks ultimate. Even more ultimate than Ultimate Spider-Man. But let's do this. Right. Listen mode. Just leave everything on default. But the one thing I will turn on is subtitles. So in case if I'm talking over something, you guys can read it on the screen. But please, by all means, let me know in the chat as well, how is my audio? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? Just let me know how the audio is. I want you guys to have the most comfortable time watching me play this game, as it has all been up to this. And yeah, anyways, right, I'm just going to turn subtitles on, and let's go. Let's confirm our settings. Let's do this. And now I present you with this game's first and absolutely beautiful cutscene. I love this cutscene. I'm just going to wait for it to load. This does have ridiculously long load times. I am playing this on the normal PS4, not the PS4 Pro. But just when it loads, I just want you guys to really appreciate this moment here. I will maybe like jump in and out with talking, but at the same time, just look at it. And again, I'm loving the spider emotes in the chat. Keep this up. It's hype. It's spider hype time. Oh, here we go. I think you're a ting bit loud. I apologise. I will try and keep myself a little... Although I want to kind of be loud because I am commentating over it. But anyways, I'll shut up and I'll let you guys enjoy this cutscene here.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk?
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
And there we go. That cutscene is just so beautiful. There we see our boy, our man, Peter Parker, waking up in his apartment. A typical day in the life of Spider-Man. His rent's overdue. He's just woken up. And he is looking fresh in that classic suit. This is the classic suit. Basically Spider-Man's definitive suit. You know it from the comics. You love it from the comics. This is his suit that you start off with. The suit with the white emblem we will get much later. But for now, this is the suit we are wearing. And as we swing through the city, we are after Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. And apparently I'm leaving the mission. There we go. I was going the complete wrong way. It is so easy to get lost in this version of New York. This is an absolutely beautiful version of New York City. I love it so much. There's so much to do, so much to see. And then there we go. And now the game's giving us our controls. R2 is to swing, and then if you tap X, you can perform a web zip. On my main save, I have this ability where you can do 2 web zips. But I'll unlock those abilities much, much later. I will be pretty much doing most of the stuff I do similar. You're going to see me play the game as I naturally will play it. So if you don't like my playstyle, well then too bad. Watch someone else. Because my playstyle is very much going to be how I like to play it. So if you guys are like, oh, you're dawdling too much on this, or I want to see you do something else, I will try and do something else, but let's not forget, this is my preferred way to play. If you want to experience your own Spider-Man, please, 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 show the developers where the money is and pick this game up. But yeah, I'm going to be playing the game the way I most feel comfortable. And in that way as well, I will be showing you guys a lot of the stuff you can get, a lot of the collectibles, and basically some of the ways you can get the upgrades really, really early. Like, I'm not joking. As much as it's fun to go through main story stuff first, you should really try and do some of the stuff I'm doing. It literally makes you overpowered really, really early. And I'll be going into that in more detail. Steven's saying the audio is much better. Excellent. Right, oh, Kingpin. Awesome. I know him. Yes. Our first boss is the Kingpin. But, yeah, it looks like he's kind of got a bit of a thing going on in this city. This takes place in a universe where Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for 8 years. And he has been trying to arrest the Kingpin for ages. But where the Kingpin slash Wilson Fisk is kind of like a mafia boss, he is so prepared when it comes to dealing with Spider-Man legally that he basically knows what he's doing. Like, he knows the best way to make it seem Like, he's not committing any crimes. So, Spider-Man has tried to put him away for a while, and the story goes in to establish that. But Spider-Man has not had any luck because of Kingpin's legal team, pretty much. Like, they're the ones who ultimately stop Spider-Man from making the arrest. But today is the day. We're going to stop him. And I know I've just talked over that cutscene, but now we're going to get into this gameplay here. So, R1 is how you web people up. I'm actually very comfortable with this decision. And then if you press and hold square, you can do an air... excuse me? You can do an air attack, which flings your opponents in midair. Oh my god, excuse me! Oh my days. Yeah. I'm getting distracted by these guys. And then triangle is your web strike. That basically is what keeps the flow of combat going. It pulls you towards an enemy, and then you can basically lay the smackdown on them. Spider-Man, a lot of his moves are just unlocked from the get-go. He has a really good starting moveset straight away. Can I play Fortnite with you one day? Maybe someday. I haven't played Fortnite in ages, though. I don't really find the game that interesting anymore.
Yuri!
So there we go. That was a little teaser of the combat. I will do better with it, don't worry. And then there's other mechanics in the game that are brand spanking new that I absolutely love. And once again, web sticking to buildings. Yes, because, I mean, well, it would kind of be weird if they made this on a next-gen console and they didn't perfect the web formula. But yes, that is one thing. The web stick to buildings. You may notice there's these little markers everywhere when I'm swinging. That is basically for you to web zip and crouch. Like, you can sort of, as you're swinging around the city, there will be these little, like, markers that fly around. That's Spider-Man's aiming system. If you press L2 and R2, you web zip to those areas, but you have a sort of default web zip when you press the X button. In fact, the web zip is kind of your double jump as well. But anyways, let's just get into this cutscene once again.
Out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
Yes! He's the day, Willie! Hands up! Hey, where are you going? Catch! I'll clear a path. Follow me!
And so there we go. We're now inside Wilson Fisk's building. And yeah, so this is basically what we're doing. We're taking down the Kingpin. A great way to start off this tutorial, actually, as you're going to be fighting a lot of his men and stuff. Enemies with guns. Right, so this is kind of new, actually. I will talk about this in other Spider-Man games, continuing the marathon. But I kind of like this feature. When an enemy with a gun is aiming at you, you actually get to see their line of sight. And if you dodge, as the thing turns red, you can perform a perfect dodge. And then what that basically means is you dodge out the way and then you web their gun up. And then there's an upgrade later where you can full-on yank their gun. But you want to be careful as well because, yeah, if a lot of enemies have guns, they will shoot you and it breaks your combo and does little chip damage. But then obviously it does more damage when enemies have, you know, bigger and badder guns. So you want to just watch out. Circle is the counter button, unlike the other Spider-Man games, which we will get to in the PS3 series. In the Spider-Man PS3 series, triangle, much like the Arkham games, is the counter button. But not in this game. In this game, it's not even really a counter, it's more of a dodge. You dodge roll out the way, and then you can lay the smack down even more. There is technically, yeah, there is no counter, really. You're just sort of smacking them, dodging, and then smacking them. And now the game's going to teach us how to heal. So basically, if you look in the top corner of the HUD there, we have our health bar, our combo meter, a little meter next to the combo meter, whatever web gadget we're using, and a suit power, which is currently not active, but we'll get into that later. The combo meter tells you your combo, so obviously the more you're smacking people, the less you get smacked and the less you linger on of taking down enemies. Basically, the faster you are nailing the punches, and if you don't get hit, your combo goes up. The higher of a combo, the more the little meter fills up next to you. Now, that is called the focus meter, and as the game says, use the focus to heal. The more focus you have, the more you'll heal. That's not the only purpose, though. The focus meter does have another purpose, which is actually really, really good. How did you get the Spider-Man theme? It comes with pre-ordering the game. I pre-ordered the game, and I got the theme. I have the Iron Spider suit. I have the Velocity suit. I have the Spider-Punk suit, and I have the Season Pass. That's what I pre-ordered. So yeah, at the moment the game's going to tell you that focus is just used to heal. It's actually not just used for that. It's used for another thing that the game will get into much later. But yeah, use the focus meter to heal. You press down on the D-pad, Spider-Man heals. I really like this healing system, actually. It's kind of borrowed from Amazing Spider-Man 2, because in Amazing Spider-Man 2, they kind of did this weird thing. It was kind of like The Last of Us in Amazing Spider-Man 2, where if you held down on the D-pad, Spider-Man would sort of patch himself up like Joel from The Last of Us. And it was actually kind of really cool. Oh, nice try. Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, man, I can't help but grunt and just feel so satisfied. The sound it makes when you pull off a KO punch, it does a sort of... And it, like, the bass on that sound is just so satisfying, man. It's good. So good. Man, pulling off combos in this game is really satisfying. You guys are going to see, man. It's going to get so hype in this game. This game just is so good. And now we're getting into wall crawling.
Heading to the upper floor.
Wouldn't be a Spider-Man game if we couldn't wall crawl. Which, by the way, wall crawling isn't set to a bloody button! Can we celebrate this fact right now? Wait, let me jump off, Look. If this were Ultimate Spider-Man, I would jump on the wall and he would wall jump. And I'd have to press the B button to wall crawl. Not in this game! It's automatic! It is bloody automatic! I never thought I'd be praising that in a Spider-Man game. But good lord! Good lord, is it so good to have automatic wall crawling back? Oh my god. I have missed you so much, automatic wall crawl, you have no idea. Ultimate Spider-Man broke me, man. It made it so that the wall crawl was manual. Why is the wall crawl manual in that game? Can we just... Anyway, there we go. How much is the game? $49.99 in your local game. In the UK, we have a store, HMV. It's $45.99 there, so basically £46. Only £3 difference, but that's still a little bit better if you want to try and save, you know, your parents some money. Stephen already laughing at my comment about the wall crawl. I'm sorry. It's so annoying that the wall crawl in that game is manual. Come on, man. Someone please level with me there on that subject. It is so annoying that the wall crawl is manual. So I am just really, really goddamn excited that we have an automatic wall crawl. It makes me so happy. Right, now we get into the other feature of the focus meter. So, a full focus bar can be used to perform a finisher that instantly knocks out an enemy. Now, what that basically means is this is very much like the Batman Arkham games. In Batman Arkham, when you pulled off a decent enough combo, your combo meter would light up. And when you press circle and triangle, you could perform a finishing move that instantly KOs an enemy. In this game, it's exactly the same, but instead of being connected to your combo, it's connected to your focus. Now, what that effectively means is you kind of have a risk versus reward system, to where basically, you can either, let's say you've just got a really good combo, but you're still taking a lot of damage. You can either use your focus to fully heal, because if your focus meter is full and you press down on the D-pad, automatic full heal, like all your health will be restored. But, at the same time, if you really just want to take out those enemies quick, because sometimes finishing a mission also gives you a full heal, you can use your focus to pull off a finisher. Now, what ends up happening is if you're really bad at defending yourself, you might be the kind of person who, yeah, your focus will mainly be used to heal yourself. But if you're a really good player, your focus will really be used for this stuff. You'll pull off some amazing finishes, you'll have a really fun time pulling off combos, and it is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's also what the focus meter is used for. It is true, though. I've never known a Spider-Man game to have a button for wall crawling. Thank you, thank you. You've mainly played the PS3 Spider-Man games, though. But yeah, I know. Literally, Spider-Man 2002, the wall crawl is automatic. Spider-Man 2, the wall crawl is automatic. Spider-Man 3, the wall crawl is automatic. Ultimate Spider-Man, they map it to a button. You jump on a wall, he wall jumps, you have to wall crawl with a button. That's so stupid. But anyway, right, let's just get back into this game. Right, so the game wants me to perform a finisher. And then, let's go. Boom. Oh, it's so good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, and unlike the Batman Arkham games, which, yes, you will hear a lot of comparisons to those games. I can't believe that guy kicked me in the face as I was trying to pull off a finisher. But yeah, you will hear a lot of comparisons to the Arkham games, because this game literally borrows its formula from those games. Other Spider-Man games, especially the PS3 ones, also borrow that formula, so really the comparison should go to that. But I'm playing this game first, so I'm going to make my comparisons here. Right, there we go. Let's just pull off that. I'm sorry, I really get into the combat in this game because it's so damn satisfying. It is so good. Best Spider-Man combat I've ever seen. Literally, it's so... it's perfected.
I should look for a sneaky way.
Right, when you click in the right stick, you can analyze an area. Basically, every time you click in the right stick, Spider-Man does this sort of like area search, and then yeah, that's how you sort of look for stuff. I'll get more into that in the hub world because it is really useful in the hub world. In fact, you get the most use out of it in the hub world. It's mainly used in the levels for when you're doing stealth stuff.
Hurry up. The boss wants everything.
You're gonna get the game tomorrow? Good. Get the game tomorrow. You absolutely need to play this. It is so good.
Halfway there.
Right, so as we crawl through these air ducts here, which, yeah, it wouldn't be a Spider-Man game if we weren't crawling through air vents. In fact, they make that joke in so many of the Spider-Man games, for that matter. Unlike the Arkham games, though, as I was saying earlier, in the Arkham games, when you go to dodge an enemy, the dodge marker is normally above the enemy's heads. In Spider-Man, however, it's above your head, because it's obviously Spider-Man's Spidey sense, which obviously makes sense, because I don't know what it is in Batman Arkham. Whether it's just Batman has a computer that tells him, oh, maybe I should dodge now. But in Spider-Man, it makes more sense, because it is actually his Spidey sense. So, basically, when your Spidey sense is going off, you just want to kind of dodge. You want to press circle, you want to dodge, and that's basically how you get out of the way of attacks, and it keeps your flow going, it keeps your combo going, which is obviously what you want. If you're not dodging attacks, you're going to die, and that's no good. So obviously be careful, make sure you are dodging, and you have yourself a smooth ride. But there are some enemies later on that will really push the dodging to a whole new level. I kind of wish there was a counter, but at the same time, the dodge is fine to an extent. Right, now we're getting into another sort of move we can do, the web yank, where you can launch an enemy in the air and then immediately pull them back down. And also, there is another thing that comes with that is basically, I want to say it's a reference to Ultimate here. But basically, okay, so you know in Ultimate Spider-Man, you had to web enemies down? You can kind of do that here. And it's actually really... I was mashing circle so much there, and the game didn't give me the benefit of the doubt. It let me get hit. Right, there's kind of a similar thing to Ultimate Spider-Man in this game, in terms of webbing the enemies up. Because, for example, okay, I can't do it with that guy because he's already down. Let me try and do it with this guy. So I'm going to launch him up, going to yank him down. Then if I mash R1, I can web him to the floor. And I feel, I kind of want to say that that's a reference to Ultimate. Because remember, in Ultimate Spider-Man, if you didn't web enemies to the ground, they would get back up. And I feel like that's kind of a little reward thing. Is if you down an enemy, and then you know, manage to pull off that web up thing. I was dodging out the way there because he was getting ready to shoot me. Just remember, really? Oh my god, the dodging can be really finicky sometimes. But it's not too bad, it's just me being really terrible. Yeah, if you actually do a web yank, so you hit him up, pull him down, and then mash R1, you can web them to the floor, and I really like to feel that that's a reference to Ultimate Spider-Man. Again, I'm going to be comparing this also to the other games in the series. In fact, when I get to the other games as well, I'll even be sort of saying, oh, so that's where they got this from, that's where they got that from. That's the whole point of the marathon. The whole point of the marathon is we're looking at these comparisons, we're seeing all these things. What has the franchise done over the years? What has Insomniac borrowed from other developers over the years? And so, yeah. If you've played Amazing Spider-Man's 1 and 2, you'll feel that the formula is really similar here, and it basically really is. The only thing that's also kind of new is if you hold down R2 when you're not in midair, Spider-Man sprints, which is actually really cool. So if you want to traverse areas faster, Spider-Man will sprint. There's a lot of really cool quick time events as well, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 I think really had those too. But yeah, oh, I love this moment here. I also love what Spider-Man says to these people. Because his main priority is Kingpin, and he doesn't want to let Kingpin get away, he sort of saves these people and he says to them, right, if you can walk, go. And if you can't walk, get to the hospital, crawl to the hospital or something. Or if you can walk, help the injured, you know, stuff like that. And he's basically helping these people. I love this as a first mission. I think it's really good. You're getting a Razer keyboard and webcam tomorrow. Oh my goodness, that is really good. Is it the new Razer keyboard? The new Razer keyboard looks really sick, not gonna lie. But yeah, if you've played Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, you should feel really comfortable here because the formula is basically the same. Web zipping, there's a focus mode, there's kind of a slow-mo mode as well, because in Amazing Spider-Man's 1 and 2, there was kind of this slow-mo feature where if you held down like the aim button, you could slow down things from Spider-Man's point of view, and you could effectively use that to focus and like, you know, sort of pinpoint a target and stuff. Right, now we're going to get into these RPG enemies, which by the way, the game does love to throw at you as well. In fact, speak of the devils, they even give you 2 more. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we want to take these guys out as fast as we can. Again, I'll get into something later which is called the perfect dodge, where basically when you pull it off, Spider-Man can effectively web people up as he's dodging, and it's really good. It helps for making the combo flow a lot better, which, by the way, it's not really flowing here because I jumped off the ledge with that guy. And, yeah, and then... Oh, the other guy's gone anyway. Wait, no, he's not. Oh, my God, he went over there. Okay. Right, you. Look, if I down this guy and then mash R1, literally, I webbed him to the chair. And that's it. Did I see your comment? Wow, Kingpin looks like my stepdad, but taller. Oh my goodness. Yo, Kingpin looks amazing in this game. And in fact, when we get to Amazing Spider-Man 2, because he's also in that game as well, oh my goodness, it just doesn't even compare. He looks so much worse in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And what's really funny is they're both PS4 games. But this is obviously much, much better. Another thing that happens when you're sprinting as well is Spider-Man sort of automatically does some parkour. It's really, really cool. And one aspect of the combat I haven't got into yet is you may notice, yeah, sometimes in the background there's a little prompt saying to press L1 and R1. That's basically to grab stuff. So yeah, you can grab stuff and you can interact with it in the most innovative ways. You can spin it around and fling it at people. You can electrocute people with it. And yeah, it is really, really, really cool. Spider-Man can pull off some amazing things here. Like, you see that object? Wait, hang on. There was an object here earlier. There, like this thing here. L1 and R1. I grab it, spin it around, throw it. If there was an enemy there, then, yep, Bob's your uncle, they're down. And now I've got to go through this door. I've got to help the bomb squad right here. Because apparently there's a bomb in here and Wilson Fisk has rigged this place to blow. Basically, the whole point of this story is, at the moment, Wilson Fisk is trying to escape. I think he's committed enough crimes in New York and he's trying to get out. But Spider-Man wants to put him away because he knows he's a crime boss. And he needs to be stopped. And that's our job. We're going to stop him. But now, the bomb squad has just turned on us. And they introduce our new class of enemies. We have Riot Shield enemies. Now, basically, if you've played any combat game like this with Riot Shield enemies, you know that they're only vulnerable when you attack them from behind. So what you want to do is when you go to web strike them, you'll see that it doesn't work. Then you tap circle, you dodge roll underneath them, and then that's basically how you're going to get the drop on them. Now, at the beginning here, they kind of mess up your combo. Like, sometimes you'll go to hit them, and your combo will just sort of stop. But later in the game, they actually, like, I don't know, like, later in the game, that doesn't necessarily happen. You can take these guys down, and your combo doesn't get affected whatsoever. Right, there's that guy with the gun. I think I'm going to go for him first, because he can do a lot of ranged attacks. And now I'm going to get you over here. In fact, let me web you to the ground. In fact, I webbed him to the wall, even better. And now, oh, I could have done a finisher, but it's fine. I basically finished him off by kicking him twice from behind as well. But either way, that's it, really. That's that room cleared. Kind of like Shattered Dimensions when it comes to throwing objects. Yeah, kind of like that. Except in Shattered Dimensions, it was literally with the circle button. You could just pick up anything, and Spider-Man would do this animation where he flings it in the air and then throws it at someone. In this game, it's a little more creative. You could be punching and kicking someone, then if you quickly hold down the buttons whilst looking at said object, you literally just integrate it into your combo, and it's very nice and free-flowing. But right, I want to say all this stuff before I go into the room because I love this cutscene coming up as well. And I'm not going to talk through many of the cutscenes anymore. Again, I do have a lot to say on this game, but I do want to show you guys these cutscenes at the same time. So I apologize if you guys are getting annoyed at me for talking over the cutscenes. Just there's a lot to cover. It's the beginning of the game. Obviously, as we get later into the game, once I've already explained all the mechanics, I don't need to talk about them anymore. But let's just get into this cutscene right now. And then I'll talk to you guys again when we get to the boss fight.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long. I'm surprised you made it this far. But your foolishness ends now.
You do know I can still see you, right?
8 years of this insolence.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
Right, now back into the gameplay once again. Wilson Fisk has basically sent turrets on us, and we need to web them up, but they are shooting really, really quickly. And then what you do is you do L1 and R1, and you throw them... well, okay, it still cracked the glass anyway. I was gonna say, you're meant to throw them at the door, but I threw them at the podium, and where the game doesn't really have an option for that, it still counted as me smashing the door. So, that was actually pretty hilarious, but that was kind of a screw-up on my part. Also, can I just say that the classic suit with the eye lenses, can we just appreciate the eye lenses? The eye lenses now basically give us the explanation as to how Spider-Man emotes under the mask. It is beautiful. And can I just say, the classic suit with the eye lenses really looks like the Homecoming suit, which is hilarious because the Homecoming suit is in this game. Now, getting into the Wilson Fisk boss fight, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, basically introduces to you the enemies that I described earlier as being really annoying and pushing the dodging to the limit. Now, we do have a gadget meter, which is basically like a webbing meter, like the other games. But in this case, it's how much you can use your gadget. However, with the web shooters, we can use it about 8 times. There is an upgrade later that makes it so you can use it more, but we'll get into that when we get into that. But yeah, Wilson Fisk's gameplay here, so the Kingpin here, this boss fight, his gameplay basically introduces the brute enemies. So yeah, there are different classes of enemies. There's shield enemies, there are brute enemies, which are basically the big heavy guys, there's gunners, and there's just normal attackers. The Kingpin boss fight is basically to show you the heavy enemies. And the game will later on love to put 1 or 2 heavy enemies against you in an area where there are loads of small guys. So like right here, this phase of the boss fight right here, that I've got to fight Wilson Fisk at the same time as fighting these normal dudes, and this is where the game... Oh my god, can I do a finisher on him? Oh my days, I didn't do that in my own one! That's cool though, it doesn't actually finish him though, because obviously he's the boss, he's gonna have a lot of health and stuff. But yeah, like, this is just basically to get you ready for when the game starts to throw brutes at you, and you want to be prepared for stuff like that. Oh, can I get my combo to 100? I was really close on my main save to getting my combo up to 100, and then someone hit me like that, and I was like, I got my combo to 98, and someone hit me off screen, and I was so annoyed because literally I was so close to getting 100, and I wanted to see if there was a trophy for doing that. Another thing about the brutes is you have to, and I repeat, have to web them up before you attack them. Any attacks you do to a brute, when they're not webbed up, they will automatically block. Again, Kingpin, you're seeing this boss fight right here. Kingpin is basically the formula for the heavy attacks. The heavy attacks, the heavy brutes. The only thing is that, yeah, he's a boss, so obviously, he's gonna have stuff like this. Quick time events. Does Kingpin have any powers, or is he just rich? He is just rich. Also, I failed that quick time event, but I like that the game kind of keeps going, actually. Which, yeah, I kind of made Spider-Man look like an absolute idiot there. But yeah, we have quick time events to basically wrap this fight up. Like this! Come on, Kingpin! I won't lie, this game kind of makes Kingpin seem more overpowered than he actually is. Because, yeah, he's like throwing desks at you and stuff. When he smashes the ground, it breaks the floor. Like, that's not typically what Kingpin is able to do. He is still a human. Like, he's not super powerful. So this boss fight makes him seem more powerful than he is. But basically, there you go. That's the boss fight, and that is the formula the game will use for basically all heavy enemies in the game. And now let's watch as old Willie gets arrested.
Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
The Kingpin is heading to prison. End of an era. I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
So how's he surviving all these falls? Is he just a hard nut? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, literally, they make him, like, really overpowered. I guess it's just for the sake of, to make the boss... Yeah, they made him look overpowered. Yeah, it's just in a case of, like, to make the boss seem more interesting. They made him, like, a big brute who can smash stuff. The normal brutes are obviously a lot weaker, but yeah, Kingpin is basically setting up the formula for what the heavy boss fights are going to be like. But there we go, we've defeated the Kingpin, we got a level up, we beat the first mission. However, our suit has taken quite a beating actually, so yeah. That's one thing I like, we do get a damaged version of the classic suit. And yeah, and this is basically our menu here, so you access this by pressing the touchpad. And this is our map. Now, you might be wondering why it looks cloudy. I will get into that. But basically, this game kind of does an Assassin's Creed, where you need to find radio towers to find the map, and when you unlock the whole map, then you get to explore all of New York City. And in my main playthrough, I made it my top priority to unlock the map first. I won't do that as much here to hold up your guys' time, because otherwise, literally, I'm not joking, I think it took me like an hour. There is so much to do in this game, in terms of going around areas and stuff. And so if I spent like a good hour unlocking the map, that would be a first hour of the stream, literally like where you guys are going to be like, oh my god, he's just swinging around the city and stuff. But literally, no, I'm not even joking, this city has so much to do in it that is so good. Now, anyways, I'm going to use my first upgrade the same way I did it when the way I did it in my main playthrough. Now, your first level up, you get 6 points. Normally, every level up, you only get 1. So sometimes when you get a level up, you don't want to spend your points straight away, because some of the upgrades will cost 2 or 3 points. And one thing which, Tom, actually, I want to thank Tom for this, because he explained it in a previous Spider-Man stream, and he was correct. The game's upgrade system. You have 3 upgrade trees. Innovator, Defender, Webslinger. Now, basically, the way these work is Webslinger is your traversal, the way you move around the city, the sort of flow you get as you go around the city. It determines how fast you swing. It determines whether you can do a double web zip. It determines if you can do a swing kick and all that stuff. So, Webslinger is how you're going to basically make Spider-Man faster. Next one is Defender. Defender is going to be how hard you hit and how good you dodge. And already the first upgrade is the one I described earlier, the perfect dodge, where literally what will happen is when you're about to dodge, your dodge meter will turn blue, or in some cases, if it's an enemy with a gun, the gun will turn red. And what that basically means is when you tap circle at that point, time will slow down, Spider-Man will do a dodge, but he'll web the enemy that done the attack, and this leaves them wide open for you to counter. And what ends up happening here is if a brute, this is really helpful for the brutes, by the way, so the big guys. If you are being attacked by a brute and you pull off a perfect dodge, you automatically web the brute, and that leaves them wide open for you to start beating them up, and you can take them down that way. So obviously, Defender's a really good path to go down, because it makes it easier. It makes the game a lot easier for you to flow through, and sort of like, you know, pick and choose what enemies you're going to take down, and obviously it also helps with your health, which, by the way, you always get a free health upgrade every level up as well. You start off at 100, you go 110, 120, and so on and so forth. It always goes up by 10. The next upgrade tree, Innovator. Now, this is where Spider-Man gets creative. As it says, Innovator, it's innovative, it's creative, it's fun, it's flowing. And the first thing you get is Web Throw, where you can actually web up an enemy, hold down triangle, spin them around like a ragdoll, and throw them. And this is really, really, really cool. But also, you'll unlock other stuff like this. Like, for example, Pistol Yank. So if an enemy has a pistol when they're trying to shoot you, you can yank the pistol. Take it away from them, they now become a normal fist enemy. Meaning, you don't have to worry about getting shot. Then it's later upgrades to a rifle, then a sniper rifle, and so on and so forth. In fact, I think, yeah, the final one is RPG. Oh, in fact, the final one, you can even return rockets from RPGs back to enemies. So basically, yeah. This allows you to sort of craft your kind of Spider-Man. Do you want him to be creative and have really cool flowing moves? Do you want him to be really defensive, tough, able to take a beating but at the same time dish out a beating? Or do you just want him to fly around really cool around the hub world and stuff? But at the same time, there's so much to do in this game that you could probably unlock a lot of these, if not maybe all of them. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a trophy for unlocking all of them. But your first level up gives you 6 points. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck the first 3 on each skill tree. This is what I did on my main playthrough. I'm going to do it here as well. I'm going to chuck the first 3 on each one. So now I've got the perfect dodge, I've got web throw, and I've got web kick. And now another thing I'm going to do, so we have dodge window. This makes it so that time slows down faster. But time slows down faster. Yeah, like, time slows down for longer is basically what I meant to say. Meaning so that you have more time to dodge. So when an enemy goes to hit you, it proper goes, and they slow down. And then you have more time to dodge. And then you're able to, again, lay that smack down. Beat them up. And there you go. So I'm actually also going to purchase this. You press and hold X to purchase this stuff. The reason why they made it press and hold is in case if you're like, I might, oh, wait, no, I changed my mind. Wait, actually, no, maybe I kind of do. No, wait, hang on a minute, let me think. Oh, maybe I kind of want, no, I should probably wait until maybe I might want this. No, I shouldn't get that one. So basically, that's why you press and hold it. A lot of games do that nowadays, where they make it so you press and hold it. Because let's say, for example, you're a complete moron like me, and you're looking at the chat, and you're like, oh, so-and-so's put this comment, now I want to buy. Wait a minute, I almost bought an upgrade I didn't want. So yeah, that's kind of why that is. Anyways, I think the other upgrades, let's see, what am I going to go for? The other upgrade, yeah, I'm definitely going to go for this. So this is web zip a second time. It makes it so that when you're swinging through the air, a lot of the time, if you're swinging and there's no buildings for you to swing to, Spider-Man can sometimes web zip off a tree, but sometimes there's not a lot of trees as well, so you web zip, and then there's like, you want to try and web zip again and you can't, so I'm going to get the double web zip as well, so that way, if I am swinging, let's say, through New York City Park, I can web zip, and then I can web zip again. It just makes going through the hub world a lot faster, and stuff like that. And then, right, now I have one more point left. You know what? I think I'm going to try something a little bit fun as well for this playthrough. Whenever I get something cool, or something that you guys want me to try, I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. Because obviously, I have my own playthrough where I'm doing things my way, and I am going to do things kind of my way in this playthrough as well. But at the same time, it's a stream. There's a chat. You guys are here with me live, so I want your guys' input as well. So what should I put this last point towards? I'm going to list your options right now. We have Hazard Zone, where I can web throw knocks down enemies. Oh, wait. No, web throw knocks down enemies in a wind-up. So there we go. There's that. There's the extended perch takedown. This is for stealth. Yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see me get. Should I get the perfect hit? Now, this is an ability where if you press square, just as you nail a hit, you do a really powerful punch, and it instantly KOs an enemy, and it's really cool. There's the throw as well, which basically, as it says, you can throw enemies at each other. There's another slowdown timer. This makes it so that when you're really low, you can slow down time even more, but it only triggers when you're super low health. But yeah, what do you guys think I should chuck something into? In fact, let me know what skill tree first. Do you want me to go Innovator, Defender, or Web Slinger? Can I get some options in the chat? Real quick. First, we'll pick what stat you want me to go for. Then we'll pick what option. Because at the moment, we only have 3 skill trees, and we have sort of 2 or 3 options to pick. Although I'd laugh if everyone in the chat's like, I don't know, you're playing the game you pick. But I kind of want your guys' input as well. Let's not forget, this is a stream. You guys can influence what happens here. You guys are joining me live in the chat, so you can kind of have your say. This is going to be our Spider-Man. But again, if you're really unsure, just let me know and I'll pick something. I obviously have a sort of a rough idea of what sort of route I want to go down, but at the same time, I'm not going to be too sort of trigger happy and be like, oh, I'm going to have Spider-Man this way and no one can have their say. In fact, some of you guys who are probably even playing this alongside me might know some better upgrades than I do. Like, maybe you might say, oh, if you go down this route first, it makes the game a hell of a lot easier. But I tend to go down a more balanced route. So, yeah. But yeah, obviously later upgrades cost more points. So later you have upgrades that cost 2, maybe 3, and stuff like that. I don't know if there's any that cost 4. No, there aren't any that cost 4. But those aren't the only upgrades in the game, trust me. Chat's seeming a little quiet, so I might just pick the next option myself. However, yeah, if you guys ever think of an upgrade that you guys want to see me do, let me know. I know it's a lot to take in. There is a lot in this game. Literally, there's a lot. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, okay, this is like crafting. It's literally, you're crafting the perfect Spider-Man for you. If you were Spider-Man, how would you do things? So I think, okay, where the chat's fairly quiet, and I do want this because there is going to be some stealth coming up, I'm going to go for the extended perch takedown, which is basically a move where if you're really far away from an enemy, but you're in a vantage point, you can take them down further, and I'm going to go for that. There's this menu here that tells you your moves list in case you ever forget. That's how you check that out. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through all of them just to get rid of that stupid new marker. I'm kind of like this in games. You guys can tell me if you're like this as well. Does anyone hate it when you're in a menu and you just see the blinking new symbols everywhere and you just feel like you have to go through all of them to get rid of them? Because that happens to me all the time in games. If I see like a little flash of something in this area, and it says no, I'm like, oh, I have to get rid of that. It's bugging me. Anyways, right, our next objective is this mission here. My other job. So now we have to go to where Peter works. And that is all the way over there. And again, our map is blank, but we will unlock it. But there we go. I'm going to go for... I went for the perch takedown. Just to make Spider-Man a little bit better in stealth. But if you guys know a better route, please, by all means, when I go to upgrade Spider-Man, let me know in the chat. Because I would really like your guys' input to make this more our playthrough rather than just my playthrough, because if, to be honest, I've already got my own playthrough. So, yeah.
But sometimes it gets him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
Now into the hub world gameplay, which, by the way, yeah, you don't get a mini-map as well either until you've unlocked parts of the map. But now getting into the hub world gameplay, like it said earlier in the beginning tutorial, you swing by holding R2, and you sort of, what you want to do is when Spider-Man reaches the peak of his web swing, you'll see his legs go forward. When they go forward, you press the X button, and Spider-Man sort of does like a jump. You know, like how sort of in the Ultimate Spider-Man playthrough, I said if you web jump, you sort of move a lot faster, because Spider-Man's jump goes really, really, really far. That's the same in this game. Spider-Man has a really amazing jump. So as you sort of web swing, when Spider-Man's legs go up, if you press X, his jump will take him the rest of the way. And then if you press X in midair, you do the web zip. A maneuver where you just sort of whip onto any, it could be a lamppost, building, a crane, and you can web zip that way. Because sometimes there's not always going to be building somewhere, so you kind of need to do the web zip. And now we're going to get into good old Peter Parker's gameplay. But first, his cutscene. By the way, fans of the series are really going to love who this is.
You started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
Power damper. Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Hold on! Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. But we'll talk later.
That was a disaster. How could the dampener have failed? I know Doc said take the day off, but I have to figure out what went wrong.
And now, I just want to say, you guys are not seeing this wrong. If you've looked in the other trailers of this game, you very well know that yes, we can play as Peter damn Parker. This isn't the only Spider-Man game to do this. There is another Spider-Man game I will be covering in the Spider-Man-a-thon that does have gameplay of Peter Parker. But let me just say, it is not as fun as what we're gonna do here. But oh, you just see, oh my god, is it so good? So basically, okay, here we are in Peter's job. He is a I think he works here full time, but he works with familiar face to the Spider-Man series, Dr. Otto Octavius. Yes, that's right, Dr. Otto Octavius. You guys know him as Dr. Octopus if you're a Spider-Man fan, but in this universe he hasn't turned evil, I want to say yet, because I have a feeling he might. If he doesn't, then I really hope that in a sequel we get him as the villain. There was kind of, okay, let me pause here and just talk about that amazing cutscene for a second. There was a moment in that cutscene, and any Spider-Man fan with their eyes wide open will catch that moment, where when the machine was failing, and he was getting electrocuted, and you know, he was all like, and he was going to grab the back of his neck, that was a reference. That was a little hint of a reference, and here's why. If you've seen Spider-Man 2, or just any of the Spider-Man cartoons, you know that when Dr. Octopus, Dr. Otto Octavius, when he makes the arms, the robot arms, and he gets electrocuted, he has a chip on the back of his neck that controls the robot arms. And so, when the arms electrocute him, and he, like, you know, he first becomes Dr. Octopus. The reason why I love that moment where he goes to grab the back of his neck is because that is a reference to when the chip electrocutes and then the arms end up getting stuck to him. Which also, another reference as well, is the fact that he's working on a robot arm. The references are just not subtle at all. And I love it so much. I love the non-subtle references. I love everything. I love this game. It's so good. It nails the characters to a T. Otto Octavius looks like the way I kind of would imagine him before he goes psycho. Just an average, fairly middle-aged man wanting to make a difference. Again, I love the fact that he had the tentacle harness, and I just love the fact that he's working on robot arms. But in this universe, yeah, he's a doctor. He wants to work on prosthetic limbs. Like, literally, he wants to make robot arms for people who've maybe lost their arms in the war or in just anything. He wants to make a difference. And Peter works for him. Now, loads of people kind of speculated that this was Horizon Labs, because in the new Spider-Man cartoon, which shares the same name as this game, which is really, really bad because the Spider-Man cartoon is terrible, but the game is... This game, literally. If this game was to sell the cartoon to kids, like, I'm sorry, but the game does a better job than the cartoon. The cartoon, Marvel Spider-Man on Disney XD, is so bad. So terrible. But anyways, right, as I was saying, Otto Octavius in this game, oh my god, is he just so good. But yeah, people speculate that this would be Horizon Labs. No, it's not. It's instead another company. It's literally called Octavius Tech or something, or Octavius Industries. And so yeah, Peter works here. Peter does reference, he used to work for the Daily Bugle, but he quit that job a long time ago and now he works here. And so now we basically get to wander around his office. Again, if you hold down R2, you can sprint, or well, basically jog in Peter's case. This is sort of his little computer room. And by the way, if you go near stuff, Peter has something to say about everything. That's not really anything too new. Obviously, we know in video games, especially new games, characters talk a lot more. Which, by the way, yeah, I didn't actually notice this. If you stand near the door... if you stand here where they're arguing, you can actually hear them argue. I never did this in my own time. But yeah, obviously, we kind of accidentally caused the fire. Things kind of screwed up with our little experiment here. We have to fix it. You can sort of wander around here. I believe there's... Yeah, literally, if you go up to something like this and press triangle, you can examine...
Coffee at work. God bless that grant money.
And Peter says something like that. Like how he loves the coffee.
Lots of late nights in this lab.
You got...
Glad Doc keeps the snacks stocked up.
Sorry, I did not want to interrupt Peter there, but yeah, literally, you got, like, snacks from where he's been working late night. This reminds me of the Deadpool game, where the first part of the Deadpool game is you get to go around Deadpool's apartment and goof around with stuff. But obviously, in this case, it's Peter's lab. There is something here. I believe this is an audio tape. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
I think we've got samples of every type of prosthetic in existence.
Oh, it's his computer. Wait, what's this piece of paper?
Our first volunteer subject.
Lance
Corporal Texidor.
Oh, okay, I didn't look at this in my own time.
And now just wants to hug his daughter again.
So there you go, see, we have a file here of a guy who lost his arm. And, you know, he just wants to hug his daughter again. Maybe he was in the war, maybe something happened, maybe some kind of natural disaster, maybe even a crime happened, and he lost his arm. And Dr. Otto Octavius and Peter, they want to make a difference. Peter, the thing about Peter, Aunt May, and all the main characters, is you see that they basically all make a difference, both as themselves, but in the way they help Spider-Man as well. Like, Peter, as Spider-Man, he's making a difference, but at the same time, as Peter Parker, he's trying to make a difference too. So that's why he mainly works here. I don't know why this treadmill is here. I don't know if maybe we can interact with it. No, we can't. There's an invisible wall right here in the corner that doesn't let you touch it. But can we just appreciate the detail of this lab? This lab is so beautiful. It's so pretty, and it's just so much fun to look at. But this isn't truly the extent of Peter's gameplay. There is more to it. Like, for example, our main objective. Let's go take a look at that robot arm.
The prosthesis has evolved. I remember when our prototype used parts I ripped out of an old microwave.
So here we go. This was what Otto was working on. A nice robot arm, but it's kind of busted. Like, literally, we can't even move it up anymore. It's dead, it's lifeless, its joints are a bit rusted. You can move the arm with the right stick, but when you first move it, it's all busted and stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely broken. And now we're going to figure out what's wrong with it by trying to fix it with this tablet here. And we're going to get into something that Insomniac love to do. This is so typical of them, but this is new to Spider-Man. Octavius Industries. Building a better future today. Right. Diagnostic test reports following. Servo control path damaged. Connect servo motor fail. And power voltage control fail. So basically we have 3 things we need to fix. And the way we're going to fix them is as follows. Through puzzle solving! Yeah!
If I had been
Oh my
here
god,
to
does
fix
Insomniac
the
love to do
box.
puzzles? Literally. I think, what was it? Ratchet and Clank was where they first started to do puzzle stuff in games. Like, because who remembers in Ratchet and Clank the Trespasser and stuff? You know, hacking those puzzles where you have to move, like, lights and stuff to, like, get things to work. But yes, in this game it's the same thing. Peter has puzzles to solve. And so the first thing we have to do is fix this robot arm through a puzzle. So yes. I'll read as the game explains, but also I'll explain it as best as I can in my own words, in case some people aren't getting it. But right, the power control for the arm is damaged. Create a connection between the green start piece and the orange end piece. So basically what we're doing is we have these empty slots here, and we basically, we have to get this power. So there's the battery. We have to get the power from there to there. But we have only a certain amount of areas we can do so. These locked pad areas you can't go through, and there are these sort of areas here where you can only go one way. The arrows inside the connectors kind of show what way the power goes through. For example, if you use... Let's say, for example, if I place something here in the wrong direction, obviously the power will loop back on itself and it can't continue. But anyways, and then what you want to do is you want to select an empty spot, press X, it's pretty self-explanatory, and then pick a piece. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, if you press R1, you can skip the puzzles altogether. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I'm definitely going to play them. They're not that hard. Oh, that's kind of... In fact, you know, that kind of reminds me of the new Ratchet and Clank, because the new Ratchet and Clank lets you skip the puzzles as well. But doing so locks you out of getting the trophy, I believe, unless you start a new game where you do the puzzles again. It locks you out of getting the trophy for solving puzzles. So, yeah. No, I'm actually going to solve this puzzle. It's not that hard. It's really, really easy. Who knows? Maybe later in the game there are going to be instances where it gets a lot harder. But there we go. You rotate them with R2 and L2, which is kind of why I accidentally pressed R1. I thought it was R1, but no, it's R2. And yeah, that's what you're doing.
Okay, need to reroute servo control.
Now as I was saying earlier, yes, some circuit pieces only allow connections from specific directions. So, basically, yeah, now we've got these pieces here, like for example, this piece, where it's a connector with a down arrow and a forward arrow. So basically, it can only go that way. If I turn it any other way, it doesn't work. It can only go that way. So you're meant to use that. And then next one we need is a straight one, which goes that way. And then the next one we need is actually, we want to use this one next. Don't waste the ones that are one direction. Don't waste them ones just yet. What you want to do is sort of that. But again, these puzzles are really self-explanatory. They're really easy. But if you find them hard, anyway, you can skip them. It's not too difficult. Again, just press R1 and you can skip. Right, now we want that. Yep. And then we want this one. And then we just need another straight one. And boom!
Nice.
Done!
Okay, what
You can
next?
really see how these puzzles are very easy. Right, component repaired.
And now rebalance the voltage.
Now this one. Okay, this one is where... Well, I'll just read what the game explains it as. In order to set the power voltage, you must also meet the charge requirement. So, at the top there it says target voltage. We need to hit 3. We have several things here. We have 1 negative. We have +2 positives, and we have a +1 positive. Now, if we do +1, +1, and +1, we can get 3. Or if we do 2 +2s and stuff, we can get to 3 as well. But basically what the game wants you to do is meet the voltage requirement and then solve the puzzle that way. However, a negative is -1. So actually, technically, it's +1, -1, +1. So really, that would equal 2. So what we need to do is +2, -1, +2. And then we'll get the voltage requirement that we need. Again, very, very easy. These puzzles are not hard. Games have gotten so much easier over the years. So there we have a positive voltage. We have a negative voltage. It says that our voltage level is 1. So then we use the other positive voltage. Now, if you do use a 1, obviously, look, we haven't met the requirement. So that's not right. You remove with the square button. And then obviously, we know we need to put a... +2. Now the voltage is set to 3. Now we use the normal pieces. We put this piece here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Put this piece here. Rotate. Done.
Finished.
And there we go. And that is just the beginning of Peter's gameplay. I haven't seen any more of Peter's gameplay solving puzzles yet, but I can imagine this isn't the only time we're going to be doing this. They wouldn't introduce a mechanic and only let you use it once. I reckon we are going to be doing this quite a few times.
Let's see if that worked.
But there we go. Now we fixed the robot arm. Let's take a look. It raises, it moves to the side, it moves all around. It works! We did it! We fixed the arm. Now it's ready for whoever that guy is that we're going to put it on.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
Right, now we gotta... Oh, there's that audio tape I was thinking of.
Today's the day.
I'm actually gonna give this a listen. I kind of skipped over it in my main playthrough.
The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuator back to an acceptable tolerance. But Parker, the boy has an eye for guerrilla science like none other. Just as I was ready to order a custom machine replacement part, he returned from the hardware store with a bottle of solvent and a toothbrush. Bang! Actuator problem resolved. The boy is a genius. A chronically late genius. It's already 10 after. Where is he? Surely he couldn't have forgotten today's review.
Sorry I let you down, Doc.
So there we go. We listen to that audio recording and we get to hear Dr. Octopus's opinions on Peter. Well, Dr. Otto. I'm not going to call him Dr. Octopus unless he actually turns out to become Dr. Octopus in this game. But I don't know yet, so please don't spoil. And also, now I actually missed this in my own playthrough, so I'm actually going to pick this one up.
Thank you again for doing these blind reviews. Peer review is the backbone of great science. You know, as we've prepped for the upcoming fitting, I felt an itch in the back of my brain. Is this really the best method of limb replacement? Silly, I know, but I keep thinking, might there be another way?
But yeah, there we go. So those are the audio tapes. We get to hear Dr. Otto's opinion on Peter. And now we have to review his work. And this is another puzzle element in the game that you do actually use several times. I have actually used this several times in my own playthrough. Right. Your goal is to identify the unknown substance by its absorption spectrum. So that thing right there is a spectrum. It's got sort of dashes in it, and what you're trying to do is match up the lines. Use the fragments of the unknown substance to try and match up the absorption lines in the spectrum. So basically what we're doing is, because we don't know what this is, we're using like sort of pieces of stuff we do know to sort of figure out what this is. So you want to look at this, and then you want to look at what patterns match, and then like for example we know that this one matches, and then you want to put it in the right slot. And you know you've hit the right slot because it will light up white here. So that definitely matches up. Then the next one we need this one. It matches up. And then the last one we need this one. And then that matches up. And then obviously it will get a lot harder later on. But for now we've got it identified. That's the substance right there.
Polymer composite.
And there we go. I love these moments here because they really show off Peter's nerdy side. Let's not forget, Peter is a massive nerd. But when he's Spider-Man, he's the coolest web-swinging dude around. Again, his confidence comes when he's in the suit. And his nerdy side comes out when he's not in the suit. Where he's more shy, lovable, and nerdy. And he knows science, he knows facts about this, he knows stuff about that. But when he's Spider-Man, he just throws that out the window and he's all jokey and stuff like that. He's not an idiot, like don't get me wrong. He still uses his knowledge up here. He just doesn't talk about it as much when he's Spider-Man, and this game really does show you those two sides. It shows you Peter, it shows you Spider-Man. It presents them as two separate characters in both gameplay and personality, but the fun thing is we know that this is the same guy. It's the same guy all throughout. I wonder what happens if we go into it again. Oh, it actually tells us some of the substances. Oh, hello, what's this? Oh, we can try and figure out some other ones. I didn't do this on my one. Oh, okay, I would definitely want to do this. Oh, and if you do this, you get research points. Oh, research points are something I'll get into a bit later. But yeah, damn, rewards 200 XP, and then some of them later, yeah, you have 200 XP plus research point. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm going to give these a go. I didn't know there were other ones. Unknown substance found.
What was Doc working on with this?
Okay. Why not? We might as well do it. It gets us free XP. Yeah, I'm going to go back on my own save after and do this again. This is fun. And a free way to get XP. So if you guys do this nice and early, that's more XP you're going to get, which means more leveling up. Right. New substance found. My god, they have really weird names. Oh my god. Polydimethioslocane. Peter, can you say that for me? Because that... Yeah, okay. Oh, it's even there. Polly Pocket. There we go. That's what I'm going to call that substance. Polly Pocket. Hey, I love the web emotes. Thank you, Stephen. Right, now let's try another one. I didn't actually know these... I didn't know these were here. I just did what the story said and left the office.
It's like another potential...
This is the thing. I'm such a curious gamer. I always love to see what's next in the game. Oh, now this is where it gets a bit more interesting. Sometimes you'll have two layers of them. Like it says here, some unknown substances require multiple fragments to be stacked in common. So that's where you see you have these thick lines here. That basically means it's two of the same line but on top of each other. So for example, what we need to do is we need a 3 here, but then we need, I think, a 1 or a 2 there. So maybe it might be this. No, that's wrong. So we chuck that away. I think this. No, that's wrong. Chuck that away. Where are we gonna get a 2? We need another line. Or maybe it might be the 3 that's wrong. Maybe I don't want the 3. Maybe, oh wait, maybe I want this 3. And then I want that? No, that's still wrong. Or maybe it might be something else. Maybe I might want a 2. Yes. And then either another... Yeah, there we go. A 2 and then a 2. Right, and now so the next one... That looks like maybe a 2 and a 1? So, maybe... Ooh, this looks promising. Boom! There we go! So we want that. And now the last one. This one's quite spacious, and this is the only spacious one we have. So that's correct. And then... this one's easy. Boom! Pattern found. And done! And so there you go. That is a glimpse into Peter Parker's gameplay. Solving these puzzles, finding these chemicals, using Peter's scientific knowledge to our advantage. That is how Peter's gameplay works in this game, and it works truly tremendously. The rest of these are locked. I wonder if maybe we'll unlock them as the story progresses. But I didn't know you could actually do these first two. I'm definitely going to have to go back and do those in my own time. On my other save. But there we go, a fun little mini game we can replay, and I think that's pretty much everything. We've done everything we have to do here, yeah, now all we have to do is just leave. If you're ever confused or you forget where the objective is, click in the right stick, it shows you where to go. So yeah, we're done here, let's just leave the lab, let's leave Otto to smooth over things with the committee, and now we get to go back to doing the other thing we get to do as Peter Parker, which is being Spider-Man. Also, I love these load screens. And another thing I'll point out is in the load screen, Spider-Man will actually wear the suit you have equipped. So at the moment in the load screen, he's got the classic suit. But then this later changes. This will later change to the, obviously, the Insomniac suit, which is called the Advanced suit. Or whatever suit you have, literally. So if you have the Homecoming suit, if you have the Iron Spider, yeah. But we won't get into the suits until much later. As you can see, we don't even have them unlocked. And again, we still have everything fairly blank, so...
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
Joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's esteemed company.
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
For you, Yuri, anything. I'm on my way.
So now we have to go meet with Officer Yuri Watanabe, a new character who, I don't know if she's in the comics, someone can correct me on that if they know, but she is basically, she's like the Jim Gordon to Spider-Man's Batman. Because where we have J. Jonah Jameson, who by the way is right now, he has a talk show where he likes to talk trash about Spider-Man, which is typical. I don't know if we'll actually ever get to see him in person, I hope we do. But basically Yuri is basically our sort of eye in the sky. She's a police officer who over the years has probably been told to maybe like stop Spider-Man, but now she trusts Spider-Man as a hero, and so they always meet up, they always talk. In the past 8 years they've worked together, and now she's going to give us our next objective, which is basically going to help us unlock this map, because the map is very, very blank right now, and we want to basically go through and make it, well, not blank, by doing a little thing that she's going to tell us about. So let's head over to the police station, and let's meet up with her right now.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer?
I had to interrupt J. Jonah's talk show right there, but either way, we've made it. So let's see what Yuri has to say.
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp's surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Until an hour ago. Well, the system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me.
Spider-Man has to have his
Take
fun
a
with
look at this
people.
tower.
Right, so there we go. We have these towers here. These are Oscorp surveillance towers. They are basically the research points that unlock the map. Literally, like I said, this game does a bit of an Assassin's Creed. You know in Assassin's Creed where you sort of have to go on the top of a specific building, and then you get to analyze the area, and then you unlock that portion of the map. It's exactly the same in this. There are these Oscorp towers, we go near them, and then much like Batman Arkham, we have to figure out the radio frequency to then make the tower work. And once we do that, we get a nice 50 XP, the tower will then activate, and then you get this wonderful, wonderful cinematic right here.
We just had a tower come back online. Was that you?
Not just a pretty mask, huh?
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like
So there we
there's a
go, the
break-in
tower will
happening
sort of
in the-
pan around in a circle, it'll reveal to you what parts of the map you have, and then afterwards, another thing it will do, is it'll start to mark things on your map, like for example, this nearby crime. So what ends up happening is, if there's crime in progress and you don't have a tower, you can't see it. And you have to then really struggle to try and find it. But the towers, they open the map to you and show you where all the collectibles are, where all the crime is, and stuff like that. So this is really how you're going to find your hub world
You sure
events.
these guys didn't
Like,
forget
yeah,
their
now we
keys?
know that there's a robbery in progress. We get to stop these guys. So let's do our Spider-Man thing and launch this guy up. And now dodge. And then there you go. And you guys just got to see there the perfect dodge. Literally, when I dodged at the right time there, Spider-Man webbed the guy up. But right there, I dodged a little bit too early. I still avoided the hit, but Spider-Man didn't do the perfect dodge. So, I didn't get the little move where Spider-Man webs the guy up first. And then afterwards, yeah, like, you know, he defeats the guy. The way you time the perfect dodge is, again, you'll see the Spidey sense above Spider-Man. It'll go from white to blue. When it turns blue, that's when you press the dodge button. Time sort of freezes, and then you know you've pulled off a perfect dodge, because Spider-Man will also web up the enemy.
Spider Cop.
Please no.
And now if we press L3, which is basically, again, clicking in the right stick, we can see any crimes that are near us. And then this is where the in-game radio kind of comes in handy. Because Spider-Man basically has like a police radio on his phone, or something, or whatever he has, or maybe in his mask or something. And when you're in an area where you have the map unlocked, you'll sort of hear the police say, oh, we have a robbery in progress. You then click in the right stick, and if you have the map unlocked, you can see where it's going on. If you don't have the map unlocked, you can't see where it is. And then sometimes you will see red dots on the map, but it's really hard to figure out where the crime is going on. Like going based on the red dots, because the red dots kind of don't tell you if it's on a building or if it's on the ground. It doesn't tell you what kind of robbery it is. You really need to unlock the map if you want to know these things. So, that's basically how you do that.
Get away from her.
And there we go. And that's one of the stealth takedowns. And now we have our first brute here. And again, this is much like the Kingpin boss fight. You want to web the brute up first. And be absolutely careful, because the brutes do the most damage. I cannot stress that enough. They do the most damage physically possible in the game. You definitely either want to make these guys your priority, or make sure you're dodging them as perfectly as you can, because otherwise they will literally give you the smackdown, basically. They will definitely always smack you down. And now we get into a quick time event here, where we have to disarm this guy, and literally you just do it like that. It's really, really simple. Bam, that's it. I don't know if the game will later put us in situations where we have to disarm someone without the guy seeing us, but for now it's that simple. You literally just move the analog stick to where the target is, and if you do it in time, you just pull the gun off of them, and then we save this lovely homeless
Have
lady.
you got somewhere to go?
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city, hands down.
Mom used to make those.
Can I just say, I love this interaction. There are a lot of moments
Long
when
time.
Spider-Man will interact with random
check it out.
civilians, and it is the
Thanks,
most fun,
Spider
and it is
guy.
the most genuine and nice thing ever.
Spider-Man.
Like, listen to him. He's just genuinely helped that
Should be able to
poor
spot the next
homeless
tower
girl
from up
out.
there.
And then he said to her, oh, by the way, you should try visiting this homeless shelter. They make the best food. You can, like, you know, get yourself sorted, and then that way you don't get mugged by random, you know, bad people on the street and stuff. How nice of him.
From his
How fitting of his
elevated
character.
position.
Again, this is where Spider-Man and Peter really mesh well together and stuff. And it is really, really touching, really, really nice. And now our next objective is to get another surveillance tower. But I think after we do this one, all the surveillance towers after are optional. And again, my neutral instinct is to basically go for all of them straight away. I definitely like unlocking the map straight away. But I'm telling you, and this is no joke, you will spend a good hour trying to find all these things. There are a lot of them. And they basically unlock all of the map. And sometimes as you unlock one, more will become visible. But I won't waste too much of your guys' time. I will sort of press on. Although where it's fairly early into the stream, it wouldn't hurt to unlock them all now anyway. Because, again, they'll just unlock everything on the map for us. And, yeah. Yeah, where things are fairly quiet, I might unlock a few. And then when things start to pick up a bit more, or maybe when I get some more experience points, I'll unlock the rest.
Score. Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby. What is that?
And so now, because we've unlocked another tower, now we get into the collectibles in the game, such as that weird symbol over there, which kind of resembles a bag. So, let's go over here, and then, oh, there's a backpack webbed to a wall. I wonder what that's for.
Oh, wow. One of my old backpacks from high school. Forgot I attached tracking dots to these.
And now there we go, we get into one of the collectibles of the game, which now the game will pinpoint everywhere, but where our map is blank, we can't really see them. Find backpacks to earn backpack tokens, which you can spend to craft better gear. So what you're doing is you're finding all of Peter's old backpacks from previous adventures. I kind of like this, because this is a reference to Spider-Man Homecoming, because in Spider-Man Homecoming, when he gets changed, he webs his bag to the bin, and then his backpack, the bin gets moved or something, like taken to the junkyard, and then he loses his backpack and he asks Aunt May to buy him a new one. And where this game is sort of referencing that Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for 8 years, he's surely lost a lot of backpacks around the city. So now you get to find them all again, and each of them not only do they give you this collectible, which is backpack tokens, which by the way, at the bottom you can see all the different tokens in the game. You do need each of them to unlock different collectibles, but at the same time, you also get a really, really nice bit of trivia on Spider-Man, which I'm going to show right now, I believe. Wait, the game should let me do it. Yep, there we go. Backpack discovered. And then when you open to view what the
Still
relic
there?
is,
Got a robbery a few blocks
you
away.
figure out something of Peter's past. Like, for example, this is a takeout menu from where he took Mary Jane on their first date. And Spider-Man will actually make comments on this stuff. So look, we have like sort of a little log here. Where is it? Backpacks. And then yeah, we open the backpack. And we sort of have like a little journal and a little log of all the stuff Spider-Man has accumulated over the years. So yeah, those are our collectibles for the game. Everything Spider-Man has basically dumped around the city can be accessed as a collectible. Oh, we have a crime going on nearby. And now that we've unlocked that tower and collected that backpack, we can go do that. Now we have to do... Actually, this crime is part of the main mission anyway, but obviously, yeah, if you see a blinking red marker, normally crimes are part of the side missions. So, yeah, and crimes are fairly random as well. It kind of reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man in that regard, where a crime will just randomly happen and you have to go and stop it.
Fellas.
Spider-Man! Shoot him!
And so now these guys are robbing this jewelry store and they just tried to shoot me. How dare you guys? Have some respect. And how dare you rob this poor man? Oh, and you know what? You can have your friend. That guy's down. I wonder if I can web him up. Oh, the other guy. Where's the other guy? Wait, what the?
More of them?
Oh, they brought reinforcements.
If you
Okay.
worked as hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals.
Oh, God. Okay, I let myself get hit a little bit there. In fact, you know what? Let me heal. Oh, my God. Oh, that was easy. That was easy, but I did get hit quite a few times because I was being stupid. Also, one thing I like is if it's a jewelry store or any sort of store robbery, if you come in here, the camera does this sort of outside shot, which makes it really look like a movie. But it's really, really fun.
Policing's a young man's game. Spider Cop? Well, he's no spring chicken.
Please be
Okay, our next story objective is to get another tower, and then I think after that the game goes on to do other stuff. Oh, okay, so yeah, I was technically wrong. You have to get 3 towers for story, and then after that the game lets you do it yourself, lets you go on your own ways, on your own adventure, pretty much. So yeah. Right, so one more tower, and then afterwards I think is when the game will go, oh, you should do something else now. This game doesn't do an Ultimate Spider-Man and make you have to do side missions whilst you wait. You can literally just goof around, and then the next story mission will make itself available. So, yeah. This is literally just like the Arkham games, because in the Arkham games you get a device called the let me start that again. You get a device called the cryptographic sequencer, and that device allows you to sort of sync up radio stations, and you can hear what the cops are saying and stuff. And Spider-Man PS4 basically does the same thing, where you can sync up to radio stations, you unlock the map, and then you get other stuff.
People taking pictures of my 3 chest hairs.
But yeah, now where we've done a lot of crime fighting, our suit has taken quite a beating. Quite a bit of a beating. But where things are fairly quiet, I think I'm going to go for some of the other radio towers before I do the next main mission. Now we can see where all the backpacks are around in the city. And I'm just going to, yeah, sort of... Actually, no, I'm going to go for the towers first. I'll get backpacks later on as I stumble across them. But again, this isn't going to be too much of a wasty time sort of thing. I will maybe definitely 100% this game on stream. I definitely want this series to last, especially as it's a brand new game. More people are going to want to see it. But yeah, like for now, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to collect some of these backpacks. I'm going to go around and get these towers because again, I don't like leaving the map blank. It really bugs me when the map is left blank.
Wish I could bottle and sell that man's
But you only have to do it once, and once you unlock the map, it becomes a lot easier to not only traverse the city, but to do other side stuff. Now let's sync up this radio tower. Crime will still happen if you don't have the radio towers unlocked, but it just makes it easier to detect crime if you have the radio towers unlocked. Because, yeah, otherwise the map is pretty blank, and then you can't see anything. Like, we just unlocked this radio tower here. You can skip these sort of pan around cutscenes, I forgot about that. And then that unlocks that, and then obviously now we know there's 3 other towers. Well, there is 3 towers in this district. Now we just need 2 more, and then we get the rest of this district. And there you go. So that's what you're going to be pretty much doing. If you want to see the map, you have to unlock these towers. It's very cool though. It encourages you to explore, and I love exploring in my game. So do you know what? Let's go for it.
Attention unit. Got a report of
Let's go for these towers.
officers needed south of Houston.
But literally, when I first played this game, I spent a good hour just going for the towers first, because I just wanted to fill up that map, then get onto story stuff. I just basically sort of said to myself, no, once I have the map, then I'll know what I can do, what I can't do, what all the collectibles are, and then I'll do story stuff. So I literally spent a good chunk of my time filling up the map first, and then doing story stuff. Right, so that's that one. Next one. I believe the game tells you how many towers there are. Each district will show you 1 tower, and then afterwards you have to find the rest. But normally it'll be something like 2 or 3 per district. And then that's basically where you have to go. Oh, that was the wrong button. I pressed the web shooter button. Oh my god, I love running up walls, and I love that it's automatic. It's not mapped to a button, and it's not done manually. You automatically do this, and it just has such a nice flow to it. Oh my god, this is so much fun. Right, here's another tower. Let's decrypt this one. You just need to get the left stick and the right stick in the right places, and then you get the tower. The left stick controls how wide or thin the signal is, the right stick controls the height. And then you tune the frequency that way. Oh, there we go, got it. Done. That's another tower unlocked. And then we get the entire of this district. And then, oh, and then we even discover a side mission. The network is down. Oh, funnily enough, that wasn't the first side mission I unlocked in my other playthrough, but either way, it's still a fun side mission. I can definitely go and do that one. And then look, we can even see that there's a backpack down there. So now, if I web zip up here, I can get this backpack.
10:30, robbery in progress, suspects armed.
The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment.
I love it. I love that Spider-Man has something to say, like a little bit of history on each collectible as you pick them up. Right, I just pressed R3, aka the right stick right there, just because I wanted to see if there was anything going on, as I did hear about a mugging going on, and then wouldn't you know, once I unlock the map, I can access that mugging, and now I can do something about it. Boom! Let's go. Also, I like how each mission has little side objectives. Like, for example, this one is web enemies to a wall, or at the same time, I think it was fling enemies in midair or something. Yeah, like that. So yeah, each mission has little side objectives you can do. If you do them, you get more XP. But I don't think there's a trophy for doing all of them, because some of them are pretty hit or miss. Like, some objectives you can do, and some of them are really tricky to pull off. If I do find out, though, that later there is a thing where you have to do all of them, then yikes, and I'm sorry that I didn't do them, and it's going to be annoying when I have to do them to get a platinum trophy, which I definitely will be doing. I definitely will platinum this game, because, I mean, look at it, it's just so much damn fun, and look at how relaxingly therapeutic it is to just swing around New York City. It is such a nice breath of fresh air. You know when you play, like, racing games or anything, or car games, and you get to just sort of, like, you know, drive around the city, and it feels relaxing? That's swinging in this game. In this game, it's so relaxing to just sort of web swing and just take a nice little breather and just enjoy everything. Right, there's a backpack here. Oh, there it is. Right, it's up there on that wall. And I can web zip to it. And then pick it up. And then, oh look, another relic. And Spider-Man will actually have something to say about it.
Gloves in my first fight with Electro gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once.
So there we go. Literally, he has a bit of history on everything you find. I haven't found everything in my own playthrough just yet, but at the same time, it is so nice to hear him talk about this stuff. I mean, again, this is set in a universe where he's been Spider-Man for 8 years. So there's a lot we kind of need to catch up on. Like, what is this version of Peter Parker like? What has he done? What has he learned from? How has he learned from his mistakes? But at the same time, I like it, because a lot of stuff nowadays is skipping the whole origin story thing and just getting to the straight meat and potatoes, because the number one problem with first movies and first games is always the origin story. The origin story can get so boring, especially when you've seen it so many times. So they skip the origin story and they just present it to you in these nice little collectibles that just show you basically what you've sort of missed out on. Like, the last collectible we just picked up there was a pair of rubber gloves. And Spider-Man goes on to talk about how the rubber gloves taught him that unless he insulates his suit, you know, he can take damage from Electro. So now we've learned how Spider-Man defeated Electro in the past, and how he's learned from his mistakes. And again, each collectible comes with its own bit of trivia. And again, if you get this stuff, straight and easy XP. Like, literally, you'll get XP for all of this stuff. And straight away, it is really good and really nice. It gets you those level ups nice and early, gets you those skill points nice and early, which we can then chuck towards some upgrades, which we definitely want to do, because if we upgrade Spider-Man nice and early, we can be OP nice and early to defeat these enemies, especially as the story goes on, because guess what? It does get increasingly difficult. As it should do, because it is a game, and games are supposed to challenge the player and also give them something to interact with. So there's another Oscorp tower. I'm going to pretty much go for all of them as I see them. And then we got a crime going on. We must go and stop it. This seriously reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man. Again, this is why I like doing the Spider-Man-a-thon, because this is stuff I can now talk about, stuff I can now compare thanks to what I've done. And so, what's going on here? These guys are attempting to either mug someone or break into a building.
They go together like cookies and milk.
Oh, there's a brute here. Oh, God. Right. This is where it does get a bit tougher. There, do a perfect dodge. Now I'm going to go for this guy. Another perfect dodge. I love performing the perfect dodge. Oh, there we go. That's what a perfect dodge looks like on a brute, by the way. So yeah, that's what it looks like when you perform a perfect dodge on a brute, and you basically web them up straight away, able to go in for that finisher, and then take them down. And then right there, I got a full meter of focus. I could use that to heal, but the game already auto-heals you once you beat this crime. So that's basically that. This district only has 2 towers, so it's fairly easy. So I'm going to go for the next tower just to get that bit of free XP once again. I apologize if you guys are finding this boring, but I just want to get this done straight away, because then it unlocks the whole of the map, and then we'll get into the really cool story stuff. But it's fine. I'm going to be streaming for a long time anyway, and we have 3 days of this. I'm going to be streaming this all weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, today, Saturday, and Sunday, basically. And then, yeah, and then the next time you see me do this will be next weekend. And again, this is a very long game if you go out of your way to do this stuff. Sure, you can do the main story and beat the game in, like, 5 to 6 hours. But do you really want to do that with a game this fun? I mean, unless you're a speedrunner. So yeah, let's actually go through this. But people have said that this, if you do everything, can go to be a 20+ hour adventure. So I'm going to put that to the test. I'm going to see how long this takes to do. I want this to be so many parts. I want to see if I can actually spend a long time playing this game. But obviously, when it does start to get a bit boring, we do have to move on to other playthroughs. Right, so here we have another crime in progress. A break-in.
Wow, you all forgot your keys?
I love how Spider-Man always has something goofy to say to these guys. There we go, another perfect dodge. I apologize if I am rusty, bearing in mind I have only just started playing this game today. Oh, no you don't. But I'm going to be doing my best. I really want to try and hit an 100 combo. Oh, no you don't. Come on. Okay, there's another guy here. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That's another thing I forgot to talk about. There are enemies with batons or bats. They can automatically counter your first hit. And I kind of always forget to dodge that. Because it's really annoying. It's like, if they have like a crowbar or a bat, you can punch them and they sort of spin around and go to hit you. And they do it quite quickly and I always forget that they can do that. So then I kind of forget to dodge as well. Which is actually my bad. So yeah, but again, like I said, I'm getting better at it. Kind of. You will see me suck at first. In fact, Spider-Man is kind of inherently a little bit worse at first, but then obviously you go to upgrade him and he gets a lot better.
Badge from when I interviewed there. Would have paid well, but Dr. Octavius offered the chance to really make a difference.
But there we go. There's another backpack item, and now this district is complete, so let's go for another one. Now this next one's quite big, so it's obviously going to have a lot of towers. So yeah. If you guys want to sort of use this first stream as a guide to where all the towers are, go right on ahead, because I will be getting all of them. In fact, I think I'm going to get every single collectible in this game. I know I will on my main playthrough, but I think I might do it on the stream as well. Oh, we have a crime. Defeat the thugs. Okay, where are they? Oh, they're on a roof. Okay, let's go. Again, crimes will be everywhere. This is the city that never sleeps, so that obviously means the criminals don't take breaks either. Right, one of my side objectives is I have to throw 3 objects at people. So there's number 1. And then I'm going to go for number 2. Then I'm going to do a takedown right here. And then I think I'm going to throw a person. So I'm going to web this guy up. And then I'm going to... Oh, okay, that didn't work. Okay, right. Now I'm going to go for... Wait, hang on. Come on. Work with me here. Right, web you up. And then I'm going to go for number... Oh, God. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, wait, there's this thing here. Number 3! There we go. So I took a bit of damage there, but I wanted to do that side objective.
I love laying out bullies.
But there we go. There's that. I got 3 crime tokens for that. Yeah, you always get tokens when you do stuff. So there's crime tokens, there's challenge tokens, there's backpack tokens, there's landmark tokens, and there's research tokens. And basically you're just trying to unlock all of them. And you unlock them by going through and doing stuff. And these stuff can be used to craft things and purchase stuff in the upgrade menu. But obviously you have to do the side missions and stuff first to get this stuff. Oh, the thing's up there. No, let's just run up to it. So yeah, anyone watching this first part, you don't really have to worry too much about spoilers, because basically it's pretty straightforward. It's fairly early into the game, so not a lot is going to get ruined here. Just going to start off getting these towers and going for backpacks, and then we're going to get into story. Whenever you're near a backpack, you'll hear this sort of beeping sound. That is basically to let you know how close you are. Like, it will get quieter when you're further away, it will get louder when you're closer.
A lot. If anyone finds out she's helping me, she'll lose her job.
We find Yuri's old business card. Bit of backstory on how Spider-Man met Yuri. There's a crime going on over there. Literally, I'm not even joking, there is so much for you to do. My first hour and a half was me doing this. Going for towers, stopping crimes along the way, just basically getting every little bit of XP I can. Done a stealth takedown on that guy, although it was kind of pointless because the other guy still saw me anyway. I love this camera angle here. Web that guy over to the wall, dodge that. Oh, they brought reinforcements. Take this! Now my focus meter is full! Dodge these 2! Oh, except that one got me still. And then dodge that guy. Oh, what the heck? He still shot me? Okay, I'm going to have to use my focus to heal right there. Because even though I dodged, the game still didn't count that. Right. Now there's another guy. Where is he? Oh, there he is. And there we go. He's down. And wait, is there another? Oh, I thought there was another
be a
crime.
special kind of
Because I saw in the
crazy to
corner
rob a
it said robbery, and I was like, wait, there's another one? Oh god, I just done that one.
Spider-Man protects.
Okay, right, let's go for the next tower. We've got to learn our city. We've got to learn what sort of New York we're getting into. Although, they always make it as accurate to the real New York City as possible. So, it pretty much is nearly always the same in every Spider-Man game. And the landmarks we'll be visiting multiple times in the Spider-Man-a-thon. There are literally landmarks that are in nearly every Spider-Man game because it is set in New York. Obviously, Marvel goes for a real-world setting, so they can actually replicate real-world stuff, whereas it's not like the Batman Arkham games where something like Gotham City changes every game, because in one game Gotham City will be really big, and then in another game it will be really small, and stuff like that. Like, it's nothing like that. Normally, yeah, in games where the city or the world is made up, that tends to happen. In one game it'll be really small, in another game it'll be really big. But in Spider-Man or in loads of Marvel games, that's not the case. It's always in New York, so it's always the same place. The only difference, really, is how it looks graphically. Like, for example, this looks way better than what it would look like in the other games. And again, that's what the Spider-Man-a-thon will compare as it goes on. I swear I dodged that guy. Right, I've definitely got to get better at dodging. Oh my god, I hate the guys with bats because they are so annoying because they block all the time. So that's what you want to do, is you want to air launch them and then take that. Right, my focus meter should fill up very soon. In fact, I'm surprised it didn't fill from that. Now it's filled, and then take down, come on, and then get this guy, and then he's done.
Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in, you'd be going away for a lot longer.
Right. And now there is a backpack right down here. Boom. Oh, I like this one.
I could never give this prototype spider tracer enough range to be useful, but I did adapt the tech into my web traps, which really come in handy.
Nice. Right. Now onward. Let's go for the last tower of this district. Look at how big this hub world is, and we have to get all these towers if we even want to see the map. Every now and then, I will tap... this is a little tip I'll give to players playing this game as well. Every now and then, just tap the right stick, like click it in, to make sure you're not missing out on any crimes, because again, that's free XP. But at the same time, sometimes you could ignore a crime or two. You don't have to go for all of them, don't worry. There are a few that you have to do, like there's a certain threshold of them you have to do, and that counts for completing a district. But don't worry, you don't have to do all of them. Especially not this early in the game, and I'm not going to go for all of them this early in the game. I am going to skip a few, as right now I'm just going to go for these towers first. Oh, come on. There we go. That one was easy. So there we go. More stuff on the map. Another crime. See, literally, the city that never sleeps, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally what we do. But this is how interesting this game is. There's just so much to do so early on. Can you literally believe this is like the first hour or so of the game?
Oh, come on,
and there's already a lot to do. I swear I dodged that. That was unfair. Right, throw 3 objects at enemies. Okay. Yep, you, sir, can have that. Now my focus meter is filled. Oh my god. Boom. And then you. And then, yeah, there we go.
Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is
also, I like how you don't auto-heal as you go around the hub world. You do actually have to heal yourself afterwards with your focus after you complete a side mission. The only thing is that sometimes the focus will also heal you after... No, not the focus. Sometimes the side mission will also heal you as well. So, don't worry about it too much. But as I say, just going to keep getting these towers. I might name this part Getting to Know the City or something with how much we're going to get these towers. But literally, like, I mean, look at this. So much to do, and it's only the first... Like, it's the first hour and 47 minutes of the game in terms of stream time. I mean, obviously, minus the intro bit. Hey, Lord of all things! Yo, 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 diggy, 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 doggy. Hey! Oh no, diggity, 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 doggity. Yes! Hey, Lord of all things, welcome. Welcome to the stream, where I am playing Spider-Man... PS4, aka Marvel Spider-Man, but you can call it multiple things. You can call it Spider-Man PS4, you can call it Marvel Spider-Man. Yeah, you can or you can just call it the greatest Spider-Man game to grace this beautiful earth, because this game is absolutely fantastic. By the way, in terms of specs as well, I was kind of worried about this. I thought that because this game was very PS4 Pro enhanced, in fact, I think it was kind of made on the PS4 Pro, and then it was put on PS4. That's why it got delayed by a whole year as well, because originally this was going to be called Project Spider-Man 2017, and well, we're definitely way off of 2017 now. So this game is definitely aged. Now. But yeah, where this game is very PS4 Pro enhanced, I was very worried that in terms of performance, the game would run at 30 on PS4 and then at 60 on PS4 Pro. But that's not actually the case. This game still runs at a very nice solid 60. There are a few hiccups, obviously, on the PS4 version. The PS4 is fairly dated in its hardware. If you want a more updated PS4, you basically go for the Slim or the Pro. But this game still runs at a beautiful 60 frames a second and still has a nice 1080p resolution, whereas other games on PS4 will run at 1080p 30, and then on PS4 Pro will run at 1080p 60. However, I can happily say that with this game, the only difference you're really getting on the PS4 Pro version is a bit more stability, and aside from that, better textures. But literally, aside from that, not too much of a difference. This game runs smooth on any version. So if you're kind of skeptical, if you're kind of thinking to yourself, oh, do I have to get a PS4 Pro just to enjoy this game? Like, or does the game run worse on a normal PS4? I can gladly answer that question for you with a grateful no. This game runs perfectly fine on both PS4 and PS4 Pro. You don't have to worry at all about whether you have a normal PS4, like a fat PS4, or if you have a PS4 Slim. You don't have to worry if you have a Pro or not. It runs perfectly fine on both. Again, the only difference is sort of render distance and textures, and that's literally it. But that's just the specs for you in terms of the game. But anyway, graphics don't really make a game. It's the gameplay. I mean, the graphics do help. This game is absolutely stunningly gorgeous, but still, all that matters is that the game runs good, really, in my opinion. If it runs great, if it plays great, then that's fine in my books. I would much rather take a much smoother game than the most prettiest game in the world. In fact, I've played games that are very, very pretty, but the frame rate absolutely lets that down. Like, absolutely, positively. Oh god, let's dodge that guy and take you down. Yeah, I've played games where the game is absolutely stunning looking, but the frame rate lets it down exponentially. And so, I'd much rather play a smoother running game than a game that, like, you know, looks better and runs absolutely worse. Also, he's practically about to fall off the edge, and he's still trying to shoot me. Why don't you just give up? There we go. I'm eating chicken. Oh, chicken! I'm triggered.
Pep in my step, like halting an illegal
Yo,
drug
I'd
deal.
like me some chicken. Although, actually, no, I can't judge, really. I had chicken for dinner and meatballs.
Police
That's
are
right,
on
I had
their
two
way.
kind of meats for dinner. It was spaghetti, chicken, and meatballs I had for dinner. Quite a lovely meal, if I do say so myself. My focus bar is filled once again. I'm going to wait until I do the mission where I repair my suit before I buy another upgrade and see if I can chuck my upgrade points to something more meaningful. I like how there's even towers in the middle of a park. For anyone who lives in New York, whoever checks this out, I really hope there are no giant towers in the middle of your park. Because I feel like that would be very weird for kids. In fact, what if kids broke this? You know how kids are, chewing gum and disrespecting the environment. They could have very well have damaged these towers. Only a few more towers to go, and then we'll move on to the story stuff. It's fine, I am going to be streaming for a very long time tonight, and again, I will be doing this again tomorrow and Sunday. Oh, we know about an assault in progress. Oh, now I get to show you what it looks like if you have a crime pop up and you don't have the tower unlocked. See, we only have the red dots to go by, which are really hard to see. I can obviously make out that that's about here, because now I know the map fairly well. But, I mean, come on, imagine trying to find that without the tower. It's still not too difficult, but at the same time, it's not very comfortable either. Oh, dodge you. In fact, that was a perfect dodge, so you know what you get? A nice air attack to the face. Oh, nice try. I love how satisfying it is to punch people in this game. It just feels so good. When you land that knockout smash attack, it literally feels so satisfying. Also, that's why I got the double web zip, see? Because if I couldn't web swing over to a tree, if I mashed the X button, Spider-Man will literally, like, sort of web zip by sort of webbing like a pole or something. But I could still fairly web swing there. There are some Spider-Man games, like in the PS3, where if you're in the park, you literally can't even web zip or web swing at all. That's kind of not realistic, because yeah, Spider-Man realistically would use the trees as well, but I like the way the game handles it here, because if the tree's quite low, you have to web zip, but if it's a fairly tall tree, which those do exist, you can also still web swing. Which, I unlocked this tower, but the area on this map is still blankish. What the heck? Oh, no, it looks blank. Oh, it's because it's grass. That's right. I'm so used to seeing the buildings that I thought it was blank. No, it's because this area is fairly grassy, so it sticks to one sort of texture for the thing here. Now we found Spider-Man's portable gaming system. A basic rip-off of the PSP that looks really clunky and weird. But again, I just love how Spider-Man has something to say with every single relic you find. And then we have another crime! Guess what? Literally, nothing ever stops. You could spend so much time just messing around here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Right, there we go.
That's a holdup. Oh, you started without me.
Oh, dodge. In fact, that was a perfect dodge. Oh, I forgot he had a bat. Oh my god, I hate the bat enemies for that exact reason. I always forget that when you do a web strike on them, they can straight away go for a counter. Aha, nice try. There we go. I always forget that they can go for a counter straight away when they hit you with their bats. It's really annoying. Right, we have 3 towers here. And then only a few more, and then we have the whole map unlocked. Look, and also look, wait. Let me show you guys something. Look at my level already. I'm already level 4 just from going around getting towers and doing side missions. And I already have 2 upgrade points. So literally, if you go doing this first, like literally make it your priority when you first start this game to unlock the map and do the side stuff. Because it will just basically help you in the long run when you actually get into the meat and potatoes of the story. Or the chicken in Steven's case, because he's having chicken for dinner. But yeah, I can't leave the map blank. Literally, I guess it's my gaming OCD. I only ever get OCD in games. Literally. Like, in other stuff, I'm not too fussed. But when it comes to games, I have a certain, like, OCD with them. Like, for example, if the map is blank, I have to fill it. If there's a certain thing I missed, I have to get it. And stuff. And it's just, oh my goodness, it's just the thing that I always have. Maybe that's why... over the years, maybe that's what fuels my gaming ambition over the years, and that's why I pretty much call myself the game expert, is because I actually go out and try and find this stuff, and then I know a lot about this stuff that I want to like show it off to other people. But yeah, right, we have a crime going on over here. Let's do this.
Guys, guns to the face is not proper.
Oh, there we go.
Etiquette.
Oh my god, how did that guy hit me? I was mashing circle. Oh, they're calling reinforcements again. Boom. If you sort of vary what moves you do as well, that fills up your focus meter a lot faster. Oh, I dodged both of them at the same time, but still somehow got hit. Because that makes perfect sense. I love that takedown, but it really looks like Spider-Man snaps their necks when he does that. So, yeah, it kind of makes Spider-Man seem more like a killer in this game.
Vintage crime stopping right
Okay, next tower.
there.
Unless there's no other crimes. But literally, I can't leave this map blank. It just bothers me. Woo! Oh my god, it's so satisfying to web swing. What is it that's so relaxing about it? Like, it just... oh my goodness. Do you ever think Spider-Man gets that way? He loves feeling the breeze through his suit as he web swings through the city. Because it's just so relaxing in terms of a gameplay standpoint. This game might even be my go-to Spider-Man game, where if I'm bored, I just go through and web swing all the time, just to, like, take the edge off. Because it's, like, it's such a nice stress relief. Seriously, if you ever want to, like... if you ever want to quit a bad habit, like smoking or drugs, just buy Spider-Man PS4 and web swing. That'll become your new habit. Make that your habit. So just take a moment in every day to pick up this game and go for a nice jolly little web swing. In fact, I feel like that's what Spider-Man fans do. Like, they probably would just pick up their Spider-Man games just to go for a brisk little swing and just have fun with the game. Right, only a few more towers to go. So let's go. Oh, okay. Oh man, literally so happy that it's automatic. This is going to be so weird because after this, I'm going to have to go back to Ultimate Spider-Man. And then just to get used to the manual wall crawling again is going to throw me off massively. Because I'm happy that other games in the series get it right. Right, there we go. We unlock this one. Now, that's this district unlocked. And then we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towers left. And then that's it. And then we've got all the towers. And then we'll get on to the next part of the story mission. Obviously, Spider-Man will make little comments and that, like, oh, I should really repair my suit. God, I should really crack on with my suit and stuff. Basically reminding you what the story mission is. But I'm sorry, this is just what I like to do, though. I like to get all the side stuff done first. Well, at least this first part of the side stuff. Then I'll get into the story stuff afterwards. It just makes me feel better, okay? It makes me feel better than knowing that I can do the story with a completed map. Because where the map is blank, that does really bug me. Okay, come on. And besides, it's a stream. We got a lot to cover. I want to make these parts last a long time. So. Right. That's that one. On to the next one. In fact, this one's fairly close. So, they do get fairly close together. Right. Come on. Web swinging through the city. Some of them are on police towers as well, and I love the reaction of the police officers when you go up to them, because sometimes they'll react saying, ah, it's busted, you can't fix it. Or sometimes they'll go, oh, Spider-Man, what are you doing here? Or sometimes it'll be a nice police officer who will go, oh man, so glad to see you here, Spidey, or something like that. Also, can I just say, the interaction you have on the ground as well is really, really fun. Spider-Man will sort of jog around, he'll fist bump people, he'll like wave at people and stuff, and people will either people will hate on him, or they'll absolutely love him, and they'll be like, whoa, Spidey, you're so cool, and then later you'll have people who are like on Jonah Jameson's side, and they'll be like, oh, Spidey, you suck, and stuff. Right, so there was a crime in progress, and like, the only indication I have is that red dot, because where I don't have this tower, I can't see where the crime is. In fact, you'll even notice the crime sort of disappears sometimes as well. So if I want to stop that crime, it's safe to say I got to get this tower. So let's go up to it, let's fix it, and then I can see what that crime is, maybe hopefully before it disappears. You can obviously ignore the crimes, but it's probably very punishable if you do so. Doesn't come across very heroic if you're not saving the city. In fact, there we go, now we can see the crime, and in fact we can see that it's moving. Meaning we have a car chase. No time to dawdle, we got to chase that car. So there we go, now that I can actually see what the crime is, it's a car chase. So let's go. Now here's the way the car chases work. You chase the car, once you're close enough, a triangle prompt will appear, you press triangle, and then you want to go for the guy who's sticking his head out the window first. You get that guy, and then you go for the next guy, who will either be the driver or the sort of backseat driver. But yeah, you want to sort of wait for them to poke their head out, get them, web them up, you chuck them out the car, and then the last guy will be the driver, and then we get him, web him up, chuck him out, and then we have to stop the car by mashing the square button! Yeah! And then Spider-Man stops the car in the best way he knows how. And that is so, so cool. I love that. I love these missions so much. And again, it just, oh, I love how active the hub world is. Like, you saw that. First, the crime was a red dot on my map that I couldn't analyze. Then I get the tower, and then I suddenly know what it is, and it's moving. Again, everything's always moving in this game. It's going to be so sad when I have to go back to the other Spider-Man games that don't have this level of detail. The other Spider-Man games where I'm going to wish stuff was moving, where I'm going to wish stuff was this active and stuff, because it just makes everything feel so alive. I feel like this is really New York City. I feel like this is a living, breathing world that I can get invested into. Like, I actually want to help these people, because I feel like if I don't, then I'm not doing something right as a Spider-Man guy. As a Spider-Man player. Right, only 2 more towers to go. I swear it's almost over. But please, when you're watching this as a video, if you're bored of the tower stuff, please fast forward ahead. Like, don't let this bore you. It's just for now, whilst everything's fairly quiet, and I just want to get this out of the way first. Right. Come on, let me web zip. Oh, I can just wall run. That works too.
Suit's seen better days. I think I can repair it.
Oh, wow, I can actually repair it while sitting on top of it. I've never actually done that in my own playthrough. There we go. Right, one more tower to go, and then we are done with all these pesky towers. And the last tower is right there. You get a trophy for getting all the towers, so obviously, yeah, if you're going to go for the platinum, be sure you're getting all that stuff. I love that. I was actually holding down R2, and there was no buildings close enough for me to web swing off of, and there was nothing for me to web zip off of either, so Spider-Man actually just straight up fell. Realistic webbing, people. We've asked for it so long, although, hey, I still will admit, for a PS2 game, Ultimate Spider-Man did get it right too. Right, last tower. Done. That is every single tower in the game. So if you're going for all the towers and, you know, there's no guide or anything, although the game does kind of show you where they all are, so it's really easy. If you want a guide or some kind of reference, there you go. There is all the towers for you right there. But once you unlock all the towers and you have full access of the hub world, every collectible is made visible. So really, if you wanted to go for a sort of challenge run, I'd say play Spider-Man without the towers. If you want to challenge yourself, don't get the towers and actually try and find everything. Maybe you can actually make that a little fun challenge for yourself. In fact, let me know if you guys are going to do that. But now, let's get on with the main mission. So we've unlocked all the towers. Our suit is badly damaged. Let's go and fix it. And then we'll get into the suits of the game.
And that's that. Every crime tower in the city's now repaired.
Pretty good work, right?
Pretty good, yeah.
Good enough that maybe you'd let a certain someone celebrate with us?
Fine, but make it quick.
The odds were long, the danger close. But between Spider Cop's reckless intuition and the Chief's determined planning, they got the job done.
Aw, that's kind of sweet.
A pairing of opposites, like peanut butter and chocolate, or breakfast for dinner. The two work together.
And we're done. Talk to you later, Spider Cop.
I love how Spider-Man goofs around and is still very immature, even though he's supposed to be like in his 20s in this game. He still has to have his moments of fun, even when he's referring to himself in the third person as Spider Cop. Right, now we go back to the lab, where yes, we change once again into Peter Parker. And we're here at the lab after hours, so yeah, we can repair our suit. Also, another thing I kind of like, I like that Peter wears wristbands in this game, because if you actually notice, underneath his wristbands he has a magnet, because his web shooters are magnetic. So, he can basically strap them on whenever he wants to. That's actually one detail I kind of really liked in Infinity War. In Infinity War, Peter has the web shooters in his bag, and then he sort of like snaps them to his wrist, and they go on. But I like how he does it in this game, where he sort of has two wristbands with magnets at the bottom, so he can just magnetically strap on his web shooters whenever he wants. But anyway, now here we are back in the lab. There's stuff we can look at, like, what's this?
We're trying to improve the prosthetics hardware. I should review what Doc's been developing and double-check his work.
Oh! This is actually something I didn't check out first time. I didn't know you could actually go up to this tablet. Oh, hello! Oh, there's more circuits! Oh, okay! This station allows you to work on circuit projects. Earn XP and other rewards by completing projects. Oh! Oh, okay! Yo, I definitely need to go back to the lab on my other playthrough. So we basically get more puzzles!
Improve the actuator's granularity.
Yo, why not? Let's give it a go. Okay. And these ones we can't skip because they're optional. Okay. So now we get some more challenging puzzles. Right. Oh. Okay. And then... Oh, that kind of feels... Oh, wait, no. This is right. This is right. And that one. And then that one. Done. There we go. There's that one. And then we get a nice 200 XP from that. Next one.
See if we can tune the prosthetics grip force.
Right, that one. And then... Boom. And then... Boom. And then... Oh, we need a voltage. Okay. Right. Yep. And then... Yep. And then... We want to place that one. And then we want to place... this one. And then our voltage has been met. There we go. These are pretty easy starting ones, but I can imagine they will get a lot harder.
Should avoid bone-crushing handshakes. Interesting. Doc's hardwiring in a basic spatial mapping system.
I like this, getting to work on Dr. Octopus's secret projects. I'd love if this later comes back to bite us in the butt and we find out that this is for like some dangerous weapon if he does become a villain. If he becomes a villain, I don't know if he is. A part of me kind of hopes he is. You can't just introduce Otto Octavius and then not kind of set up for Dr. Octopus, either in this game or in a sequel. If there is a sequel, I kind of would want Dr. Octopus to be the villain.
Arms will have a sense of their surroundings.
Oh, this one looks a lot
gyro
trickier.
and auto-orient.
Okay, this one definitely looks a lot tougher. Okay, we need to meet the voltage requirement of 4, and we have 1 plus 2 and 2 plus 1s. I'm going to start with the plus 2 first. Oh, the plus 2 goes in the wrong direction. Oh, wait, I can turn it around. Oh, okay. I've already used that piece, so I've got to use this piece. Right, okay. Damn, this game makes me want to watch the movies. Yeah, it does. It really does feel like a movie-based game. Oh, no. Okay, I almost reset my circuit there. Right, I've met the voltage requirement. But now I've got to loop all the way around and get to that area. Oh. Okay. Right. No, that's not going to work. That piece is definitely not going to work. Okay. So go back. There we go. That piece works. Put that there. Okay, now my voltage is too high. But that's fine because we have a -1 over there. So I can imagine the voltage will go back down. But I just love this. Peter's nerdy side coming out. In these little moments of gameplay. That was easy, actually. It kind of made your brain think a little bit, but after doing it, you're actually like, well, that was not so bad. Okay, now this one looks like a doozy, but I'm willing to give it a go. Okay, whoa, this is, woo, okay. So we not only have to get the right voltage, but we have to go through this maze of stuff. Holy cow, okay. So I need to get my voltage right, but at the same time, I mean, maybe this could work? Oh no, my voltage is too low. Oh wait, there's a +5. Hang on, there's a +5. Wait, let's try this. There we go. Yes. Actually, that wasn't too bad. I think it just tries to throw a lot at you to confuse you, but that actually wasn't too bad. Right, there we go. Come on, Doc. You got to give me harder puzzles than that, man. Peter's a genius.
We really need to get better about organizing our work.
I wonder if this is a...
The grant
Oh, this is a different audio tape.
But it may also prove to be the inspiration I need. We can no longer simply meet the committee's expectations. We must exceed them.
Oh, that's it for that audio tape. I thought it would have gone on for a little bit longer. Does he have any more audio tapes lying around? No, that's a tablet if I want to do more circuit puzzles. Here's the test tube if I want to do more chemical puzzles, which, oh, I do have 2 more. Why not? We might as well, free XP. I'm sorry, I just love doing side stuff.
What was Doc working on with this?
I literally just love going through and doing the side stuff. I find it so much fun. Oh, whoa, we have these hollowed out ones. Oh, these look like blockers. Maybe they block certain lines. Yeah, okay, so we have sort of stoppers here. Definitely getting a lot more challenging. I bet there's going to be a trophy for beating all of these. Okay, oh, this is definitely challenging. I like it. Yeah, these are blockers, okay. Oh, had your first day at college today? Yeah, how did that go, Stephen? How was your first day at college, dude? Okay, so now we have this one. And we want to cover 2 of the lines, so we put this. I like this. I like this a lot. I actually really enjoy these. I know they're probably going to get frustrating later on, but I just really want to say I enjoy these. It feels so satisfying to solve them. There we go, and we've discovered yet another substance.
Not sure about long-term wear and tear, though. Might delaminate easily.
Nice. Okay, let's try another one.
Doc was testing the biocompatibility of graphite.
Whoa, now we have a 3-layered one. Okay. It looks like that, and that. Ace that one. You had a fight on the... Oh my god. Until the not only joking, like, came up really delayed, and I was actually genuinely terrified that you had a fight on your first day. I was going to say, who is it, Stephen? The community will go after him. Oh, okay, wait, hang on. That one's already wrong. Remove. I was going to say, good lord, a fight on your first day? That not only is not leaving a good impression on the first day of college, but that also shows that the college that you're going to is quite bad if it already has fights on the first day. And I was just genuinely worried. I was like, oh my god, he had a fight on his first day? Oh my god, that's wrong. Wait, oh, this one. There we go, that's that. And now next one. No, that's wrong. Oh, it has to be this one. And then... that one. Done! Nah, it was good overall. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that your first day of college was good.
Not great. Pretty high.
Learn anything interesting, or was it just one of those sort of taster days where they put you on a table with a group of people and then they sort of try and get you to become friends with each other and stuff and get to know each other, and then afterwards, like, you know, you then go on to do actual college stuff, maybe like, say, next week or something. There is a little photo we can look at here.
Graduation. Feels so long
Peter's
ago.
graduation photo.
I interned for Doc in college. He made me realize I could do as much good for the world in a lab coat.
Can I just say, that really doesn't look like him in the picture. Like, his face shape looks really different to what it is here. I mean, I know your face changes as you get older, but that really does look different. Oh, what's this? Oh, a magazine.
Doc's made huge breakthroughs his whole
Oh,
career.
a magazine about
He's
Otto
always been
Octavius.
upstaged, usually by Oscorp.
Advanced Mechanic
This time, it's going to be
Prothesis. The future of neuroprosthetics. Second one, exactly that. Also, like, they got you to, like, sit at a table and, like, sort of get to know your classmates and do, like, group activities so that you get to know people. And now we get into this cutscene.
Dr. Octavius, what you got there?
Chinese. If I know you'd be here, I would have... What are you working on?
Oh, just a side project.
Of course. It's you.
I don't know what
Oh, come on, Parker. It's obvious.
Let me explain.
I only wish you'd told me sooner.
I wanted to, but I was afraid that if word got out, my family might be in danger.
Huh. Yes. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Check your email. Hope this isn't how Doc...
Wakey, wakey, Peter. Now, that cutscene, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had to hold in from laughing there in that cutscene for well, okay, actually no, technically kind of one reason. Number one, well actually no, basically the one and maybe only reason, which by the way, I think I'm gonna save as well. New save data. There we go, I'm just gonna save as well. Okay, the reason why I kind of want to laugh in that cutscene is basically because I find it funny how they kind of like throw you a bit of a curveball, like, oh no, he just saw Peter Parker's Spider-Man, it's all gonna come out, but then you're kind of thinking, oh, but having an Otto Octavius, a Dr. Otto, who, a Dr. Octopus maybe, who knows that Peter's already Spider-Man would actually be quite kind of cool as well, because he would be a mentor. But then I like how they sort of throw you the curveball to where Otto doesn't say, oh, you're Spider-Man. No, he instead goes, of course, it makes sense. And then Peter's like, okay, well, basically. And then he goes, well, I mean, if you're designing Spider-Man stuff, then surely. And then you're kind of like, wait, what? Like, wait, you don't think I am Spider-Man. You think I work for Spider-Man. And I just love it. I love how he's so oblivious to the fact that Peter is Spider-Man. Maybe that's just how much of a reputation Peter has as being a wimp, that people don't think that Peter could be Spider-Man. They think instead he could work for Spider-Man because of how smart he is, but they don't think he could ever be as strong or as tough as Spider-Man. So they kind of just sort of think to themselves, oh yeah, you work for Spidey, but no, you're not Spidey. Pfft, Peter Puny Parker, Spider-Man, no. But anyways, now we're going to get into the reason why the suits exist. Because yeah, so Otto saw that we're working on Spider-Man's suit here. He doesn't think we are Spider-Man, he thinks we work for Spider-Man. And he left Peter a note saying, check your email. And he's now added a suit tab.
Second job as Spider-Man suit crafter. Is that the right term? Is a reminder of the good man and partner you are. No matter how hard you work, you still find time to help others. I hope you don't mind, but I noticed the suit was a bit damaged, and I took the liberty of sketching up some of my own improvements. Attached are a few ideas I had on how you could enhance his suit and help protect Spider-Man, who does so much for this city. Looking forward to the incredible work that we're doing and changing the world together. Your partner and friend, Otto.
So yeah, also, because he believes in making a difference with Peter, because he believes that Peter's second job is being Spider-Man's suit crafter, he basically is saying to Peter, very random, I know, but what happened to Divided Games and with you and Kramer, you guys? It kind of just all fell apart and we were too busy to work on stuff together, but that's a long story. In fact, I remember when I was starting this channel, I said I was going to do a video explaining that, and to this day I still haven't done it. My bad. But yeah, so he thinks our second job is Spider-Man's suit crafter, and he thinks that we help Spider-Man help the city, because he doesn't believe Peter is Spider-Man, but he thinks Peter works for Spider-Man. Unless, plot twist, he later does realise Peter is Spider-Man, and then he goes against that. But even then, he clearly shows that he's one of Spider-Man's fans, and he believes in making the world a better place. So, he's come up with this lovely little suit menu.
White spider, huh?
Where he even had a bit of designs his own. There we can see Dr. Otto's notes about maybe some armoured stuff, a white logo, and basically ways to improve our suit. And this is where we get into the multiple suits mechanic, where basically, as the game says, and I will read on screen, you can now use your tokens to create the advanced suit. Complete side missions and city-wide activities to earn tokens. Hold X to craft advanced suit. Now we get the Insomniac suit. You guys still friends? Yeah, we're still friends. In fact, we talk on a regular basis. He has my number, I have his. I go up to visit him. He also lives really far away now as well. That's the other problem. When we were working on Divided, he was very close. But now he lives quite far. So that's why we don't really see each other much and stuff. But yeah, new suit and suit power unlocked. Crafting a new suit auto-equips the new suit power. Use the suit power menu to swap back to a previous suit power you have unlocked. So this is with the suits mechanic. Each suit, as we know from many like sort of reveals and stuff, we know that this game has got loads of multiple skins, and each skin / suit has its own ability. But one thing I didn't actually know until this point is that you can actually swap out the suit ability. So if there's a certain suit ability you don't like on a particular suit, because maybe you like that suit so much and the ability kind of ruins it, you can actually pick whatever suit ability you want, and there's loads of different ones. However, to unlock the suit abilities, you first have to make the suit. And so now, we have our advanced suit, designed by Insomniac, or in this game's case, Dr. Otto, with that white emblem, and let's just see how Peter takes it for a spin.
Excuse me, late for work. Coming through.
Looking good, Spidey!
Hello, New York! Ha-ha! New suit, same old me.
And so there we go. There's our new suit. And once again, I don't know why they decide to put you back in a swinging tutorial. But yeah, obviously they had to do that because this was the suit they revealed when they first made the game. It's their own exclusive suit. I always refer to it sometimes as the Insomniac suit because it's literally their take on the Spider-Man suit. You streaming all night? Not all night, but I have been streaming for a while. I'm 2 hours and 23 minutes into this, so yeah. I'm doing a lot, but not all. I'm not pulling an all-nighter, although I will be back on with this again tomorrow.
You got it.
So yeah, I always will refer to this as the Insomniac suit, but its in-game name is the Advanced suit. But yeah, this was the suit that they basically revealed to us. It's the suit that's on the box art. The reason why they designed it was because they wanted their own fresh take on the Spider-Man suit, and they thought this would be really cool. They added a white logo, they added the sort of white wristbands and stuff. And I always thought that the in-game reason that he would design this suit would be maybe because where he's used the other suit for 8 years, it doesn't fit him anymore and stuff. Because one thing I actually kind of noticed as well is when you're in the classic suit, Peter kind of slouches a lot more, but then the moment you change suit, he stands upright a lot more. Is that supposed to be a reference to maybe the suit's a bit too tight or something? I don't know. That's kind of my explanation for it. Obviously, that's not what the game goes with. The game just goes with the fact that because our old suit was damaged, then basically he decides to go with Otto's advice and upgrade to this lovely suit with a white logo and some really nice sleek designs. It kind of reminds me of I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Marvel hero, the Union Jack. It kind of reminds me of that, and there even is a Spider-Man version of the Union Jack, but yeah. Since when did Spider-Man become a video game character? Since he had multiple games and now basically has an ongoing franchise. Oh, we have a crime going on now. Missing person. Oh boy, this is our first one of these on the stream. Okay, so sometimes you'll get these crimes where people get kidnapped or go missing and you have to find them. And then when you stand in the area, Spider-Man has like a sort of locator, and you basically need to jog in that sort of direction to find the person. And at the same time, just press in the right stick every now and then, because that sort of analyzes cars, and then basically I can analyze that this car has the person we need inside of it, and then I can open the boot. I found the person. But then, the people who decided to abduct this guy end up showing up. And now we can get into the suit abilities. Each suit, like I said, has an ability. To activate said ability, you have to press in the left stick and the right stick. Each suit ability is different though. Like for example, the advanced suit gives you this ability called Battle Focus, where when I press it, my focus meter will automatically fill up. So I don't even have to do anything, and I automatically get straight focus. Meaning I can pull off finishers, or in a pinch, heal myself really well. But there are other suit abilities that you can unlock, but obviously, like I said, you unlock them by buying the other suits. And you buy the suits by getting tokens, which you have to pick up by doing side stuff. Whether it's finding a backpack, stopping a crime, finding a tower, or some of the other stuff that the game will throw at us, you have to do that stuff. Like, for example, if I jump back onto the suit menu here, let's take a look at some of the suits we can get. So, we have the Damaged Classic, which has nothing attached to it. Obviously, now we can attach a power-up to it, but what's really the point? If we want to repair our classic suit, like you see here, we only need 2 backpack tokens and 2 crime tokens. I have way too many tokens right now, so if I wanted to, I could repair my classic suit. Because let's say if I prefer the classic suit over the advanced, then I can always just keep using the classic suit. Oh, well, it just means it's easier for me to see your comment this time, meaning you won't get mad at me, Cute Gaming. And there we go. And when we repair the classic suit, we actually find out it did come with an ability, just we couldn't use it before. And so now, if we go into the suit powers menu, we can see the abilities we have that we can equip to our suits. Like, for example, we have an ability called the Web Blossom. The Web Blossom makes it so that when you leap in midair by pressing the left stick and the right stick, Spider-Man will spin around, shoot webs everywhere, and basically if any enemies are downed or near a wall, that's instant KO. But if an enemy, like, if there's a big enemy, like a brute, like a massive guy, then, it will web up the brute automatically. So basically, if you want to spray everyone near you, you use this ability. Battle Focus, obviously I talked about that because that was the ability that came with the advanced suit. That rapidly fills up your focus meter, making it so you can do finishers quicker and stuff. And so basically you get focus for doing absolutely nothing. There's the Rock Out ability. This comes with the DLC suit, the Spider-Punk suit, which for those who don't know, is this suit right here. It lets Peter literally rip out a guitar and shred a nice awesome note, and then it shockwaves all enemies around you. That can make for a great instant KO. There is the Noir suit, which gives you the sound of silence. And basically what the sound of silence does is it makes it so that if you do a stealth attack and someone hears you, they won't be able to call for backup. Like it says, enemies will no longer call for backup when alerted. So that's what the Noir suit does. I need more base tokens if I want to buy that suit, which I don't have any at the moment, so we're going to have to wait. And yes, I've still forgotten to see it. I've been really busy, Random Boy. I'll see it when I get a chance to. But I literally haven't had a chance to see it. Right, next suit on the list. The Scarlet Spider suit, which looks really, really cool. This comes with the ability Hollow Decoy. An experimental AR tech spawns multiple hollow decoys that stun attacking enemies before decaying. So basically, with this suit, I can spawn holographic versions of myself. The enemies will get confused, go to attack them, they'll get stunned. That's what this suit does. Really, really cool. Then the next suit is we have the Spider Armor Mark II, which is actually really, really quite cool. I like how plasticky it sort of looks as well, because it is supposed to be armored. But the only thing I really don't like the eyes, because let's not forget, this is the Spider-Man game that introduces the eye lenses, which I already love, absolutely. But, like, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the whole black and yellow either on this suit. But either way, this suit does give you a cool ability should you buy it. It gives you the ability Bulletproof, which when you activate, as it says, makes you bulletproof. So if there are gunner enemies, guess what? You don't have to worry about dodging them because they won't damage you anymore. And now let's get into the DLC suits, because obviously, like I said, I pre-ordered this game, so I have the first DLC suits. Again, Spider-Punk is one of them, but the other two we have the Iron Spider from I was about to say Spider-Man Infinity War. No, the Iron Spider from Avengers Infinity War, which comes with exactly what I dreamed it would come with, something I predicted and begged that it should come with. The iron arms. So literally, you will get the robotic arms. In fact, let me show the cutscene of that in the preview. So you'll actually get the metal arms, and you can use them in combat, and it is really, really, really cool, and I absolutely love it. You see my comment? Sorry, Stephen, I apologize I missed that. I'm just explaining the suit mechanic. Honestly, when I watch Spider-Man or play it, it makes me feel so happy and superhuman. It's like the music and everything. I love it so much. Spider-Man has been my childhood. He is my favorite. That is a lot of people's childhoods, and that's how a lot of people feel. Exactly. It is so relaxing and, like, enjoyable to experience this hero. He's a hero that everyone can relate to as well, and that's really, really good. That's a really nice comment, Stephen. I apologize I missed it, but thanks for the reminder. Right, so anyways, yes, there's the Iron Spider suit. That is sick. I know. I love it. I love it. But that's not the only movie suit, trust me. In fact, Tom Holland Spider-Man gets 3 suits in this game, and I will be getting all of those. There is one suit, however, which, if you notice, is this little bottom corner one. The game won't show you what it is, but the logo does kind of give it away. And, well, I will basically say, it's the homemade suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, you don't buy this suit. The requirement is as follows. You get this suit if you get all the backpacks. So if you want this suit, you have to get all the backpacks. If you don't get all the backpacks, you don't get this suit. But that's not a DLC suit. You can get this suit regardless. But again, like it says, you just have to find all the backpacks. But anyway, that was the Spider-Punk, that was the Iron Spider. The last of the DLC suits is another unique suit made by Insomniac, and that is the Velocity suit. Now, this is a suit that not only grants you much faster super speed when traversing the hub world, like, I'm not even joking, I have tested this. When you swing around the hub world in this suit, you not only go a lot faster, its special ability is called Blitz, where basically you get charged up with, like, a lot of hyper energy, and you could just sprint into enemies. Well, I almost dropped my controller doing that. You could basically sprint into enemies and take them down. And so that's what the Velocity suit does. Now, my opinion on its design, I love the logo, I love the armor, but again, I'm not a big fan of the eyes. The red's a bit off, in my opinion. I do like how it lights up, and again, this game does have a day-night system, so at night the suit really lights up, as well as a certain other suit, which, oh my god, it looks bloody fantastic. But this suit at night looks really, really cool, and again, if you want a really fast Spider-Man with a lot of speed and stuff, and if you want the Blitz ability, but again, you can swap out what suit ability you are using, then you go with this suit. Again, you can pick your suit, you can pick your suit power. If you want to have each suit have its own power, then you can obviously do that as well. Oh my days, what is that suit in the middle with the glowing blue? It's awesome. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the Velocity suit. It's a unique one as well, made by Insomniac. Basically, out of all these suits, Insomniac designed this one, the advanced one, and they designed this one. You can kind of tell because they're quite similar in design, but the rest of the suits are references to Spider-Man's past, present, and multiverse. Like, for example, Spider-Punk is actually a Spider-Man from another dimension who enjoys playing guitar. That suit Spider-Man has had in the past in some comics. The classic suit is obviously the classic. Scarlet Spider is a clone of Spider-Man. Spider-Man Noir's from another dimension. In fact, he's in another Spider-Man game that we will be covering in this marathon. And obviously the Iron Spider, which we know from Infinity War. So each suit does have its own sort of past and backstory and stuff like that. For now, however, I'm going to go with the Insomniac suit, and I think I'm going to leave Battle Focus on it. Right now, I think it says my ability is, Web Blossom. Actually, no, I don't mind using Web Blossom for now. Let's use that. And another thing you can get as well is you can get suit mods. And you can craft these mods for your suit. These are additional things that jump on any suit that you use. And basically, they can be stuff like this. Like, for example, Gadget Takedown, where any gadget you use increases your focus. There's Gel Padding. I'm going to buy this one straight away, because that basically increases your damage. Wow, there are so many to unlock. Yes, there are. There could be a few more, but hopefully they add them as DLC. So yeah, I'm going to add Gel Padding first, because that makes me take more damage. There's obviously other abilities we can get much later and stuff. You can equip 3 extra buffs to your suit. So like, for example, there's also long range scanner, so that makes it so I can scan further. Combat analyzer, increasing my XP. Discharge power cell, so a perfect dodge increases your damage. That's not bad. Silent step makes it so enemies are less likely to detect you. So yeah, basically an addition if you don't use the Noir suit. I'm going to equip that one as well. Oh, I don't have enough tokens. I need landmark tokens to get that one. And I need base tokens to get that one. Right, so it looks like I can only use, 2 abilities for now. But actually, I'm just going to stick with the first one. So for now, I think I'm going to use the Insomniac suit. I'm going to give it some screen time. But I will be chopping and changing suits throughout this playthrough. And now I have 3 upgrade points, and I'm going to stick those to upgrades. Yeah. Spitterman spits webs. Yes, out of his mouth. He web swings from his mouth. Literally, it looks weird. Right, what upgrade should I go for next? I could go for the perfect hit, which increases my damage. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go for the gun yanks, in fact. I'm gonna get both of them straight away, because there are a lot of enemies that use pistols, and there are a lot of enemies that use, that use rifles. So this ability will make it so that I can take their guns off of them, and then they won't be shooter enemies anymore. They'll be just normal fist enemies, and then I can take them down that way. And there's a backpack near me. In fact, it's right over there. So let's actually go and get that, because then I can get a backpack token. And again, you do need the tokens to purchase these upgrades. So just make sure you're scouring the city. Make sure you're getting these collectibles, because otherwise you're going to miss out on buying these suits and getting these wonderful upgrades, because you do have to craft them. And oh wow, the collectible we got is Peter's old web shooter.
Mark 1 web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same.
I just love it. I love the bit of trivia he gives you with everything. Again, this is Peter's sort of log of everything you can find in the backpacks, and he has something to say with everything you find, so be sure you're going out and looking for them. Right, now the main mission's over here. So what I'm going to do for a bit of free XP and stuff, I'm going to go for some backpacks on the way, and then I'm going to go do the main mission. So let's actually go. Again, I'm going to use the advanced suit for now, give it its bit of screen time, then do the main mission with it, maybe do a couple of side missions with it, and then once I've given it enough screen time, I'm going to switch to another suit. When you do side missions, you will unlock more suits. Like the game did say, you do side missions and stuff, or sometimes main missions as well will unlock you a suit. So, basically, just keep going out of your way to do stuff, and you will be happily rewarded. Right, now I'm just really trying to get good with this combat. Just perfect dodging all around. That guy's trying to shoot me. I'm going to give him a nice takedown. I hope there's an upgrade later for like a double takedown, because that would be really, really useful. Oh, pretty good combo. I love pulling off some fantastic combos in this game. I only completed one of those side objectives, but again, don't worry about them too much. There's loads of crimes happening around the city. You're going to be getting those side objectives all the time. All they basically affect is how much XP you get from when you stop a crime. Okay, JC, when you're ready, overall thoughts on the game and a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. from what I've played so far, not only in my own time, but now on this stream, this game's already feeling like a really solid 10 out of 10 for me. I've seen so many people give this game a 9 and stuff. Maybe that's just because of, like, where it's not fully, like, realized yet, because obviously we still have some DLC we got to wait for and stuff. But I already give this game a 10 out of 10. Or maybe those people know that there's a really frustrating part coming up, and I am completely unaware. But for now, I'm giving this game a 10. I literally, at one point, I turned to Paris and I said to her, this game needs to get Game of the Year. Like, straight away, I was like, this game has to get Game of the Year. Unless Last of Us 2 comes out this year, or unless Call of Duty or Battlefield, because obviously kids are going to love those games, kids love shooters, get Game of the Year. I feel this game deserves Game of the Year. And I think if this game does get Game of the Year, they should release a Game of the Year expansion or something. But already, yeah, I give this game a solid 10 out of 10. It runs perfect on all PS4s. Like I said earlier, you don't have to worry about getting a PS4 Pro for this game, because it does straight away run at nice 1080p 60. Like, the only difference would be, you see the way the model loaded in right there and it looked kind of blurry at first? On a PS4 Pro, it would just load straight away like that. But pretty much, basically, like, it still runs at a nice smooth 60 frames, and you're still going to get what you're paying for in terms of a Spider-Man game if you get the PS4 version. The story so far, I'm absolutely in love with the story. The gameplay is absolutely fantastic. I love the gameplay so much. Already it's a 10 out of 10 for me. If my score goes down, then basically it means that, yeah, maybe I got to some point in the game where I found that there's something annoying. But for now, I'm really in love with this game. I think this game deserves a Game of the Year.
My underarm webs. Thought they might help me glide short distances, but they never really worked. Looked cool, though.
I like this here. The reference to the underarm webs, which, as we know, are in Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes, the underarm webs. So basically, Peter ditched them at some point. He decided actually underarm webs was a bad idea. And also, you can see they kind of took a bit of damage there, because obviously, you know, Peter takes damage in his suit and that. So he must have ditched the idea after he realized it wasn't working so much. Again, you're going to find so many references with these collectibles. Like the spider tracers, already are references. The old web shooters, those are a reference and stuff. And again, just make sure you're going out of your way to at least listen to some of the trivia Peter has to say about some of these collectibles, because they are really, really cool. I love what he has to say about these collectibles a lot of the time, because literally he just, like, has something cool to say. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. To be honest, it looks amazing, and I haven't played it yet. Yeah, exactly. It looks amazing. There are a lot of games you'll see on YouTube where people upload them in 1080p 60, but yet the game on PS4 doesn't run at 1080p 60 unless you have a PS4 Pro. It actually runs at 1080p 30, but at the same time, like, this game still runs really smooth. Oh, this collectible's a selfie.
Funny, my fear of heights didn't go away when I got my powers. Had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that.
I like that. Peter mentioning that he still had a fear of heights even when he had the ability to wall crawl and stuff. Also, that selfie is a reference to another feature this game has, which is when you pause, we have a photo mode. This was added in the day one update for the game. So, yeah, you can access... If you don't have the day one patch, you can't access this. But pretty much everyone should have the day one patch. This is basically a mode where, yeah, you can play around with the camera, you can have it orbit Spider-Man, or one of my favourite modes is you can have a selfie cam! So if you want to take cool screenshots, if you want Spider-Man to do goofy stuff, you can. If you do put selfie cam on, you can actually toggle what facial expression he's pulling, like angry, squint, like default and stuff like that. And then you can toggle the intensity of his eyes, so how much his eyes emote and stuff. But yeah, there you go. And then that selfie is basically a reference to the photo mode, basically showing you, oh yeah, you can also mess around and take photos in this game. But also telling you that Peter basically lost his fear of heights when he climbed the Empire State Building because he used to be afraid of heights.
Yuri, I'm at a Fisk construction site.
I think Morphe's Law is going to be Game of the Year.
Constructing.
You sure? You think so? I honestly reckon it will either be Fortnite because of how popular it is, but at the same time, not a lot of fads become Game of the Year, or it's going to be one of the new Call of Duties, or it's going to be Battlefield. But I really, really, really think it deserves to be this game. And now we're getting into yet another mechanic, gadgets. Another thing that Dr. Otto has advised we do is we buy gadgets and use them in the field of battle. Like, for example, we can now craft a gadget called the Impact Web, a powerful web blast that intensely webs up enemies. Now, what this can do is if you're fighting a brute enemy, it can basically web them up instantly, or if you're fighting, no, let's say you're doing a stealth mission, actually, and there's an enemy, like, sort of leaning against the wall, he doesn't suspect you're in the area, he's just sort of chilling, you can web them up with this, and it'll instantly stick them to the wall, allowing you to do a really cool stealth takedown and stuff. And you craft gadgets, once again, with all the different tokens you can get, and there are multiple gadgets you can get throughout the game. There's the spider drone, there's electric webs, basically taser webs, there's the web bomb. There's so many different gadgets, and we're obviously going to be going through and getting these as the game goes on. Some of the bomb ones kind of look like goblins bombs, but yeah, obviously we need different things to get those.
Wow, this looks like it could work.
So now we just got the impact web, and by holding down L1 we have our weapon wheel. So that's our default web shooters, and this is the impact web.
Nothing over here.
And now what we do is we tap R1 at an enemy, and then there we go. See, because he was near a wall, we instantly cling him to that wall. Do you know the game, Murphy's Law? I've heard of it, but I don't really know it too well. Right, so right now we're kind of doing a stealth mission of sorts. We need to just make sure... Press R3 for a bonus objective. Oh! Oh, so if I press that, I can actually see what the bonus objectives are. Perform 10 finishers. Oh, that guy's about to see me. I need to move. Wait, what was it? Perform 10 finishers, web 5 enemies to the walls. Okay, not bad, not bad. Right, take this guy down.
Sleep it off.
There we go. Did anyone suspect anything? Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, now we get our first stealth sequence in the game. You start this area off quite stealthily, but then afterwards you have to go through waves of enemies. So it's, yeah, it's kind of varied. But yeah, now we're just going to play a bit sneaky. And we're actually going to have working stealth gameplay, not like Spider-Man 2002 with the bloody shadows that didn't work. Right. Also, if you press the right stick, it also highlights all the enemies in red, so you can see them through walls and stuff. And another thing I believe you can do is you can distract enemies by doing... Wait a minute. Hang on. I want to try and distract... Because there's this guy over... Actually, no, wait. I can get this guy from here. You can distract enemies with your web shooters. I was going to try and show that off, but it wouldn't kind of let me. Oh, I already have the spider drone. Oh, sweet. You press R1 to use your gadgets. I wouldn't use the spider drone in stealth, though, because it basically flies around everywhere, and it stuns enemies. It doesn't actually kill them. There is another sort of drone enemy that does actually instant kill enemies, but we won't get that until much later. In fact, we unlock it with the homecoming suit. Right, so I just took those two down, and now that guy's a bit suspicious, because he just saw that structure collapse on his friends. And in fact, I think if I get at the right angle, I can pull another structure. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, it looks like I can, though. Wait, maybe I can... Hang on. I've got an idea. I'm actually going to be quite creative here. If you hold down L2, you can do a sort of focus thing and stuff. I was going to see if maybe... There we go. I'm going to do this with my web shooter here. Then I'm going to switch to the impact web. And now that guy's distracted, and he's going to look at the wall. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim at him, and I'm going to fire my impact web, and then boom! He sticks to the wall. And now his friend's going to go check on him. And if his friend is wise, he will stay away from that wall, because if he knows what's good for him, he might get stuck! And there we go. You honestly deserve so much more subs than 260. Very good at explaining stuff and getting people hyped and good gameplay. Oh, thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I do my best. That's why I call myself the game expert. I learn every intricate detail about the game, and then, like, I just try and find the easiest way to explain it to people. The thing I always, like, this is a quote I always say in, like, life and stuff. You know you understand something when you're able to explain it to someone else in your own words. Truer words have literally never been spoken. One of my teachers taught me that saying. And so, yeah, like, I love being able to explain stuff to people in my own words. Because I find it just makes it a lot easier as well. It makes people more comfortable when you're able to explain something in your own words. I activated the web blossom there a little bit too early. I should have probably waited till more enemies showed up. Oh god, there's a guy who's going to shoot me. if ever you're getting dogpiled by enemies, my advice is try and do an air attack. The only problem is that if an enemy's about to attack you and you go to launch the air attack, it does this weird thing where time sort of slows down a bit delayed. And then Spider-Man sort of like gets hit whilst air dodging at the same time. Also, watch out for grenades. They are the biggest combo breakers in this game. In fact, I think that's what off-screen got me when I was about to get 100. In fact, this was the area where I got to 99 combo, and then I lost it because of stuff like... Oh wait, no, I did it! And I also lost it because of these taser guys. These guys are so annoying, yet because they do that! Oh my god, if there is seriously a trophy for getting an 100 combo, then these guys are especially the guys who ruin it for me. Again, those guys and the brutes always ruin my combos and try to get in my way. Sorry, pal, you just got webbed. Right, let me heal myself a little bit. That's a good saying, I like it. Oh, thank you. It was something that one of my teachers always taught me. He was, because he used to teach us. He was a really good teacher. He was one of those teachers who really like tried to inspire his students and stuff. I actually quite miss him. And he used to always say in class, he would teach us a subject, and then he would always get us in class to sort of repeat the subject back to him. Do you know Cosmo Brown and Voltage? No, I do not know those people. But anyways, yeah, he used to always teach the class, and then he would sort of say like, he would sort of say to the class, now I want you to repeat back to me what I taught you in your own words, or you get us to write it down in our own words. And he would always say, you know that you understand something when you can explain it to someone else in your own words. And that's always stuck by me, because that's basically what I do when I'm playing games, is that I know I truly understand the game. I truly feel like a game expert when I can explain the game to someone who maybe wants to pick it up, who maybe is, you know, maybe this is baby's first Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Like, this is a kid's first Spider-Man game. He doesn't understand what the heck is going on. He's maybe never played the PS3 games. He's maybe never played any Spider-Man game for that matter. And so how would I explain this to a kid in my own words? And that's basically what I sort of rationalize when I go to explain these games to someone. Oh, I'm gonna take you down! I hate riot shield enemies as well. They're not as annoying as stun baton guys, but they can definitely be up there. Oh my god, perfect dodge. Let's go. There's going to be a lot of gun guys here. But yeah, we basically have to go through some waves of enemies. And whoa, yo, yo, nice try. Haha. Let's go. Oh. Right, dodge. Oh my god, really? I dodge and then he can still get me with his backswing anyway. Right, let's throw an object at you. I bet you there's going to be a trophy for getting an 100 combo. I'm going to finish you. If you can try and web enemies up, it does stun them. In fact, that might actually help with these stun guys. There we go. Now we have a rocket launcher guy right there. Time to take you down. Oh, that guy got me. I don't know how my time didn't slow down that much. Right, my suit power's ready, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I have more enemies around me before I activate it. Boom! Okay. Yep, there we go. And then I'm going to web you. Oh, jeez! Okay, web you. Okay, come on. Come on, man. Just put the taser down. Oh, God, that... I hate the flashbangs as well. Oh my god. So literally, I told you, they're the biggest messer-uppers of combos. There we go. Wait, is he down? Yeah, he's down. Okay. Well, I'm going to use a little bit of my focus to heal. Have you ever thought of making a Twitch account? No. I like streaming on YouTube. It's just a preference.
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, webbed down.
And someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work.
And there we go. Fisk hideout complete. I didn't get to perform 10 finishes. I was kind of screwing up a lot there, and I had to use a lot of my focus to stop those guys. But now we unlock another sort of side mission and collectible, the Fisk hideouts, where basically, yeah, that's where Wilson Fisk's men are since they basically got beaten. But yeah. Then we have Octavius Industries, we have the police precinct. I've actually not been at a police precinct yet, so I don't know what that's like. And then, yeah, we have these bases here. We've just done that one. And now we can get the base tokens, which are the 2 little flag token things. By the way, with your gadgets, you can upgrade them as well. So you could upgrade them. Like, for example, the impact webs, I can increase the usage. So if I actually buy this upgrade, I now have increased usage. There we go. And then obviously I have to get more tokens if I want to buy more stuff. And then I'm going to increase the usage on this. Actually, no, I'm going to increase that first. Then I can increase the usage. And there we go, of my normal web shooters there. And then can I upgrade my drone? No, I can't upgrade my drone just yet. I will show off the drone at some point. It's a lot better for when you're just in normal fights, though. And then I have a skill point I can use, so I'm going to chuck that on... I'm going to chuck that on that. Hazard zone. So basically, when I grab an object and I spin it around, I can down enemies with it, which will be perfect, because then I can set up to, throw, to chuck the, to down them and then chuck webs on them. And that move list with the new sign is really annoying me, so I'm just going to scroll through all the moves that have new next to them. Oh, it's just that one, and there we go.
If I'm going to find all of Fisk's construction
Oh, I got 2 level
sites,
ups! And I got another health increase. Wait, does that mean I get another skill point? No, that was the skill point.
Using a depth post process on
right, there's the next main mission. There are a few backpacks along the way. I'm going to get that one, that one. Well, actually, I'm going to get that one, then go to the mission, then on the way out from the mission, maybe get those ones. Oops, I did not mean to set that marker. Well, actually, oh, wait, maybe I can loop around, so I might get that one, then go there, then go to the mission. Okay, yeah.
Do it.
What I'm going to do, yeah, is with this playthrough, I'm going to set up a little path for myself, so that I'm also going around the hub world and doing stuff. Yeah, I'm going to, like, make a little path so that, like, I always go through and get stuff whilst at the same time making a way towards the mission. Don't you like Twitch, JC? Because, to be honest, I think it's a good idea, but in my opinion, it's your channel, so you can do whatever you want. I do like Twitch, because you kind of get more freedom in terms of, like, copyright and stuff. The one thing I don't like about Twitch is it's a lot harder to get people's attention. Because where Twitch is more about streaming, everyone and their mothers, brothers, uncles, cousins, sisters, grandmas streams on Twitch. Whereas not many people, I mean, now it's getting bigger streaming on YouTube, so I'm not going to lie, it is like, it very well soon will become just as hard as Twitch. But YouTube is more about videos, and then streaming got added afterwards, and as well with the integration of YouTube gaming. And plus, when you hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, your YouTube channel basically can become like Twitch. Because when you stream at 1,000 subs on YouTube, it's literally very, very similar to Twitch. And I've just always used YouTube, so I'm more comfortable with the layout and stuff. So I just prefer YouTube more. I don't mind doing it for free for now anyway, to be honest as well. Like, that's the other thing as well. If anyone ever was like, oh, you're only streaming for the money because you want to get recognized and get money and then leave your job, although that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind leaving my job to do this full time, just saying. You know, no, I don't mind starting off for now doing it for free, because I am doing it for free and I'm doing it for fun as well. Like, it's all for the fun of it. And then afterwards, when the channel does grow, I would have felt like I've earned it, like the right to actually, like, you know, maybe earn money and make a living off of this. But at the same time, I would have done it on a platform I'm comfortable with. And another thing as well is, Twitch doesn't manually save your streams as videos and stuff, whereas YouTube does, and I like that, because then I can have consistent series on YouTube, and they can go up as a video straight away once I'm done streaming them, which is also really good. And there are loads of other YouTubers like me as well. I mean, again, another example is, there's a YouTuber called the Etika World Network. He only streamed on Twitch when his channel got banned from YouTube, but overall he did say he prefers YouTube over Twitch. Just the only thing that was a lot better about Twitch was the fact that, yeah, there's way less, like, copyright infringement rules and stuff. There are still rules, like, obviously, you know, no body shaming or anything. But he said that, like, in terms of, like, accessibility... Oh my god, I hate these brute guys because they never stop punching! They are so quick. Oh my god, literally, you see that? You know what? Web Blossom, everyone! In fact, I think that defeated everyone. Yeah, it did. See, I told you, I hate the brutes in this game. They are the most annoying enemies to fight. Yeah, he got banned from his YouTube Etika at one point. I think because of an infringement law or something. And he ended up moving to Twitch, and then he got his infringement sorted out. And he literally still said he preferred YouTube over Twitch. And I just like YouTube. I'm just more familiar with it. Although Twitch has its benefits, I think YouTube has its benefits too, and I'm more familiar with YouTube's benefits than Twitch's benefits, so I'm going to stick with YouTube. Right, now we have to run up this building. There's another backpack up here. Again, I'm just making a sort of... I'm making a sort of line of interest, so like, I'm going to go for collectibles whilst at the same time getting these backpacks, so I get these backpack tokens here. Like this one.
Tried mixing up a prototype web fluid at Oscorp while Harry had his internship there. Didn't work. That place has always been bad luck for me.
Oh, I have a new gadget, apparently. Oh, no, I can buy another upgrade. Oh, but I need another landmark token. Well, actually, no, I need a landmark token, but we haven't unlocked landmarks yet. Right, we have a crime going on. Hit and run. Rescue the civilians. Okay. Hit and run in progress. The web attack. Oh, what, the web blossom? Yeah, I like it.
People might be hurt.
Okay, so now, this is kind of like Ultimate Spider-Man here, where we have civilians trapped inside of cars, and we need to save them. So we need to get this guy out. The only fortunate thing is we don't have to carry these guys to an ambulance after. We just pull them out, and then they're capable of taking care of themselves after that. Mash the square button to save this guy. Go on, buddy, move. Hope you didn't twist an ankle or break a leg or anything. But you're safe now. And there we go. And then sometimes afterwards, bad guys will show up, like the guys who did the hit and run. Or sometimes it will be like this mission where no one shows up and you just have to save people who maybe got in a collision or something. Right, now I'm going to go for that backpack and then I'm going to do the next story mission. But oh my days, swinging around New York, so satisfying. It's just so nice to just traverse around this city, run up walls, automatically crawl up buildings, by the way, and stuff, and just, yeah, like, oh man, it's so much fun. Here's another backpack. Oh, let's see what Peter has to say about this one.
When MJ and I applied for this,
I will be going through all of these. I just like hearing Peter talk about this stuff. It's just so much fun.
I can be pretty oblivious sometimes.
So this one is actually a lease for an apartment when Peter and Mary Jane were going to move in together. But as Peter just revealed, that didn't work out in the end, because in this universe, Peter and Mary Jane broke up for differences unknown, but I'm sure they'll be fleshed out as I go through the story more. Like, I'm sure that will get explained why they broke up. Maybe it's the Spider-Man thing. Maybe Peter just couldn't balance being Spider-Man and being a good boyfriend at the same time. Maybe they just had a disagreement on something. Maybe it could have even been the stress of moving in. Sometimes moving in together can be very stressful. And you learn each other's habits that, like, you kind of... okay, when you move in with someone in a relationship, you kind of see some of their indoor habits that obviously you're not gonna see when you're dating them. So maybe Mary Jane, like, has some annoying habits or annoying quirks that Peter just sort of got sick of or something, and then they just sort of didn't agree with each other in that aspect. And so, you know, they didn't work out, they broke up, but obviously they're still true sweethearts. I reckon they'll get back together, and I'm really rooting for them to get back together as well. And also, okay, so now in this crime here, it was a sort of, like, car robbery. And now, because I took too long defeating the guys, they actually did steal the car. So now, I have to stop them from getting away with the car. And you can actually fail this mission if the car does get away. But I was able to pull it off, stop it, and I'm going to mash the square button and put this car down. Or just drop it like a dumbass. But there we go. Who is that guy in this game who has a white suit and a black tie? With the electric powers, he's an enemy. Oh, you mean Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative. Yeah, we'll get to him. We'll get to him. He's not for a while, though. Oh, there's a backpack near me. In doing that side mission, I ended up being near a backpack, so I might as well pick it up. Yeah, with the car chases, I found this really weird thing where basically, okay, sometimes Spider-Man will flip over the car and go to put it down, right? And you have to mash the square button. And I mash it so fast, but I still drop the car. And if you drop the car, you do take damage for that. And some of the side objectives for doing the car chases is you have to put the car down without taking damage and stuff. But sometimes I'll mash square as fast as I possibly can, and Spider-Man still drops the car and takes damage from that. I don't get why. Maybe the threshold for that is just way too fast. Maybe it just needs to be patched by Insomniac, you know, make it a little bit slower.
Our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters.
Here we have J. Jonah Jameson with his talk show. He's basically a talk show host in this. Again, I wonder if we're actually going to see him physically, because for now, all I know is we basically hear him through his talk
Good old
show.
Empire State. Man, I love this town. Time to grab a snapshot.
Right, so now we get into the other thing Peter likes to do in his spare time. Peter likes to take pictures, and in fact, he's an ex-photographer. He doesn't work for the Daily Bugle anymore. He quit so he could work with Otto Octavius, but he still has his camera and he still likes to take snapshots. And now we unlock all the landmarks in this game. Is Mario in this game? No. No, he is not. How many streams do you think it will take to finish the story? Not sure, but I'm going to be making sure that I go through as much as I possibly can. I want this to last because I love this game so much. So now we've unlocked the next little objectives, which are the landmarks. Basically, if you've played Watch Dogs 2, it's basically like the selfie thing in that game, except you're taking pictures of stuff with your Spider-Man camera. And again, other Spider-Man games do this as well. For example, in fact, to bring it to Spider-Man, the example I can give, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, when you get the camera off of Whitney Chang, you have to take pictures for her. Although in this case, it's just Peter doing it for a hobby. Like, for example, there are actually iconic buildings, not only in New York, but from Spider-Man and Marvel stuff. Like, for example, you can find the Doctor Strange building. You can find the Avengers Tower. And you actually do need to take pictures of those for landmarks. And they will actually count as landmark objectives. So, like, for example, okay, I'm going to come onto this building here. I'm just going to hang on the wall here. You press up on the D-pad to equip the camera. Hold down L2. Zoom into the subject you want to take a picture of, take a picture, you then find out what the landmark is, so that's the Chrysler building, and then you get that little objective, and then landmarks earn you landmark tokens. Is this game short or longer than Breath of the Wild? I don't know, it only just came out today. But from what I heard, it's like a 20+ hour adventure, so I'm hoping quite long. Here we have Grand Central Station, I believe, so let's take a picture of that. Yep, Grand Central Station. See, I know my New York. Even though I've never lived there, although I'd love to go to New York. It's so pretty. Although the only evidence I have to go based off of that are through Google pictures and video games. And now that I've got landmark tokens, I can actually go out of my way to buy new stuff. Like, for example, now I can buy more skills and more upgrades, I believe. Like, for example, I believe if I go to my web shooters... Yeah, I can actually buy landmark stuff now. Although this is still locked for some reason. Wait, requirements. Yeah, I should be able to buy this, but it's not letting me. That's kind of weird. Or maybe I've not reached a certain level yet. Oh, unlocked at level 10, actually. Do you know, I'm so oblivious, I just missed that, yeah. Unlocked at level 10, so I can't buy that just yet. Unlocked at level 12, yeah. So the game does sort of, like, lock you at some collectibles based on your level and stuff. Oh, I might actually buy this. Stealth takedowns generate more focus. I'm going to get that because I do like to play it sneaky from time to time. New York is terrible. It looks so pretty though. I'd love to go and visit New York. Right, we've got a crime going on here.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
Gotta be honest.
Oh my god, I swear I dodged that, but the game thought otherwise. But yeah, Steven, if you think the Web Blossom is cool, wait until we get into the other suit abilities. I've played around with quite a few, and I just love nearly all of them. But right, I think I'm gonna, now, okay, now I don't have a main mission, I just have 2 side missions, and I have a lot of stuff that I can grab, like all these landmarks and stuff that I can get.
Missing? No.
And so, yeah. I mean, hey, to anyone living there, I mean, I guess they'd say it's terrible. The grass always looks greener elsewhere and stuff. So maybe in his opinion, New York is terrible, but he, like, lives near there or something.
That's a keeper.
But then he might think London is cool, and then we'll say London is terrible because we live in England, so it's really a matter of opinion. As you can see, when you unlock the map after doing all of this stuff, just a lot opens up. Like, look at all this. In fact, I think what the game wants me to do is take down these Wilson Fisk bases. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to take down these bases first. So yeah, let's just swing around and let's have some fun.
Hi, Mr. Lee.
Oh wait, no, actually no, now the main story mission has appeared. For she's a jolly good fellow. Right.
Cool, I'm on my way.
Yes, this is where we're meant to go meet up with Aunt May. Okay, actually wait. Actually, Aunt May's mission is pretty simple, so I think I'm going to go meet up with her first. But On the way there, might just have to grab a few trinkets along the way. I'll tackle those Fisk bases maybe a bit later. Who's your favourite character from Adventure Time? I'm just going to say Finn, because he's the easiest to lean towards. Oh, actually, no. Correction. I think Flame Princess, actually. I really did like Flame Princess. Right, so over here we have a landmark. You'll know it's in frame because the HUD will turn green on the camera, but there we go. Right, and then there's a backpack here. Now let's run up this building. And then, right, one of our backpacks is stuck to this wall. College thesis.
My thesis paper on neurotechnology. This got me the job with Dr. Octavius.
Just checking my phone there, I had loads of notifications all pop up at once. Like, literally loads. Likes on Twitter, and all that stuff. And apparently, wait, what the? One of them said a WhatsApp message, but then apparently when I checked my phone there was no message. Okay. Phone just trying to be a phone. And interrupt me. Right, anyways. Oh, I don't know, I kind of feel like I should do the Fisk bases first, but at the same time, I can't keep my dear old aunt waiting. What is that web where you shoot it to an object, and it like beeps once, and then it hits the enemy and drags them towards, the web, if that makes sense. Ah, I get what you're referring to. You're referring to the E3 gameplay where he webs the wall and it has like a sort of laser target thing. And if an enemy goes in proximity in it, it pulls them towards the wall. The proximity webs, there we go. That's basically what that's called. We haven't unlocked that yet, but I think that is actually on the gadgets menu. In fact, wait, hang on. Yeah, this thing here. The proximity web. This device right here, where we stick it to a wall, and then if the enemy walks past that wall, instantly webs them to the wall that they just ran past. We'll get into that a little bit later, but we haven't unlocked that yet. Patience, Stephen. We're going to make Spider-Man the ultimate Spider-Man in this game. Trust me. But yeah, I'm not going to leave Aunt May waiting, actually. I'm going to go see her. Why not? Let's establish more of the characters as we go. Right, and we want to take a picture of this thing. And then there's a picture I can get over there. It does look amazing. It really does remind me of something that sort of Batman would use. Oh yeah, we want to get a picture of this building right here. Let me just take it from this car. And then boom. Perfect. Yeah, I get it. Amazing. Spectacular! In fact, those should be the things that it says whenever you pull off a trick in this game. Oops, I did not mean to waste some webbing right there. Right. Now it wants me to take a picture of this building. Nailed it. There we go. Again, this is all free XP. I think each landmark gives you 100 XP, so make sure you're going and getting these on the way. I'm going to go that. And they're so close together as well because there are so many iconic buildings in New York. Oh, can I do like a sky shot? Oh, I was trying to do like a sky shot, but it didn't really work. When you hold down L2 in midair, you actually do like sort of slow down time, kind of. Unless I haven't unlocked that ability yet. Wait, hang on, let me see. No, I have. Yeah, you do kind of slow down time a little bit, like a sort of little mini focus. But yeah. Right. Do I get these now? No, let's just go see Aunt May. I've got quite a few now. Basically just showing off what that is. I think if I know I'm getting towards the end of the game, I'll definitely do a part where I'm just getting all the collectibles, just to show you guys where it all is. But then, yeah. But anyways, let's go see our dear old good Aunt May.
Now, we're...
Backup requested for a pursuit in progress.
And as soon as I get here, there's a crime. Hang on a minute, May. You're just going to have to give me a sec. There's a crime literally right around the corner, and Spider-Man cannot leave the call to danger unattended to. In fact, it is a car chase. So let's go. God damn it. As soon as I land there to go see Aunt May, literally. Could you not steal a car maybe another day? I have to go visit my aunt.
Hi, Mr. Muggins. This is about the rent.
Mr. Park, it's small, sir.
Okay, come on. Oh, you're going down. Right, take him out. There's a guy on this side. the driver will always reveal himself last. So you take out the other people first, then you come here to where the driver is, you take him down, and now we have to stop the car! There we go. And done. That's that. Wait, what?
More of them?
Oh god, oh, they brought
Criminals, these guys
reinforcements.
have an
They don't like it when I
impressive
mess with their
social
gang. Oh, dodge. I swear I did dodge that, but maybe I dodged it a bit too late. That's why the game didn't give me the benefit of the doubt. You know what? I'm just going to web you up and stick you to that wall, because I can't be bothered to fight you.
Man props. Manhattan rush hour is no joke.
Right, there we go. Sorry if I have too many questions, as it's just I love Spider-Man. I don't even have a PS4 yet, and I want to play it so bad. No, that's fine, dude. Hey, any questions to do with the game are absolutely fine and welcomed. Like, that is absolutely fine. Do not be afraid to ask any questions about the game. At the end of the day, like you said, you want to play it. You want to know what you're getting into, and that's the whole purpose of this stream. The whole purpose of this stream is not only for you to see me play it, but for me to kind of sell this game to you. So if you have any queries, any questions, like, how does this work, how does that work, how does it feel doing this, how does it flow doing that, by all means, please, let me know. That is absolutely fine, Stephen. Don't be afraid to ask any questions about the game. If anything, questions about the game are the most relevant questions you can ask. And trust me, this channel has had its fair share of random questions.
Mr. Parker, this call serves as your third and final warning. Eviction proceedings.
Wait, I get paid at the end of the week. I get... Ugh.
Eviction proceedings will start Friday unless full payment is received by close of business. Good day.
And then we get to hear Peter's landlord, who's basically fed up of him not paying his rent. Because Peter is not very good in terms of money. I can imagine building all those gadgets doesn't come cheap. And, well, he doesn't really do Spider-Man as a paid job. He is kind of saving people for free. Although the city gives him a lot of rubbish for it. But right, here we are. We've just changed into our clothes. And we are at the Feast Center. Now, in this universe, Aunt May works at a homeless shelter called Feast. Which I can imagine stands for something. But I don't know what it does stand for. If anyone does know, please let me know. And so, yeah, it's a homeless shelter. And in fact, if you remember at the start of the game when we helped that hobo girl who was getting mugged, Spider-Man did say, you should go to the Feast Center. There's actually loads of nice people there. And so maybe she's actually here. I don't know. Oh, we can interact with these two playing chess.
How's the game going?
How's it look like it's going? I'm winning.
Get this guy checked for dementia, Pete. I'm crushing him.
Yeah, like work experience and naming different Lego games, which is all my fault. Hey, I still like it. It goes towards random funny conversations, which I'm always down for. I'm always down for funny random conversations when we can name basically every single Lego game under the sun and stuff. But I mean, hey, at least it was a relevant question this time is basically what I'm trying to get at. Like, it actually was relevant. But anyway, I like this area here because it's like, wow, like it's such a nice little area, a homeless shelter that helps these people out. And then we can see kind of clothes here that people have donated. So basically this is like a charity place, although I think Aunt May must be getting paid for this, because otherwise I don't know how she can pay for her rent as well and afford to look after Peter, because there is a little bit later when she makes a joke about giving Peter money, and Peter's like, no, I don't need you to give me money, and she's like, really, you sure? So she must make quite a bit of money herself, but at the same time it's for a good cause. They're helping all these people.
What's up?
Just dropping in.
And you can go near some of these people, and Peter will sort of have something to say to each of them. I kind of want to know if the girl we helped out is here. Because at the beginning of the game, we helped that girl who was getting mugged, and she was actually homeless, and Peter told her that she should come here, and I want to know if she's actually here. It would be really cool if she was here, and then Peter, like, sort of goes, oh, hey, and then she goes, do I know you? And he goes, no, but I heard you met Spider-Man, and then, like, you know, he says something about that. Oh, I didn't actually ever go in here before.
Everyone feels hopeless at some point. Helps to know there's somebody willing to listen.
Oh, I get it. This is one of those little sit-in circles where everyone sort of like, you know, talks to each other and talks about their feelings and stuff. That's quite cool. I'm just going to look around these rooms, see what I might have missed as well. Multiple rooms. There's little fountains here where people can obviously get a drink. I find it brilliant that you can interact with the civilians. Yeah, you can, and in so many different ways as well. Oh, there's a teddy bear here.
I realize how many kids are homeless. 1 in 30. And too many shelters aren't equipped to care for them.
Aren't too many shelters to help kids. But at least Aunt May works at this one. Right, so we're actually here to meet up with Aunt May, and also Martin Lee, another character we're going to get introduced to. We're going to get introduced to 2 characters here. We obviously know Aunt May, but Martin Lee is a new character to the Spider-Man game universe, and one that actually isn't typically used in anything, really. He hasn't been used in any movies. He is in the comics, but yeah, he hasn't been used in any movies, and he hasn't been used in any games until today. And, well, you'll instantly recognize who he is if you saw one of the E3 trailers. And it's not very subtle at all because of the game's marketing, who he eventually becomes. So let's go meet up with Mr. Lee right now. Here he is. Good day, Martin.
Hey, Martin, so sorry I'm late.
You were right on time. Just keep her distracted while we get everything ready.
You got it. Hey, there's my favorite aunt.
Peter, what a nice surprise.
Need some help?
Yeah, sure. Oh, there are some heavy boxes.
No. I mean, not yet. I mean, I came to, I just wanted to talk.
Okay. Peter, are you in trouble? Do you need money?
No, I mean, I'm a little behind on my rent, but no, I'm fine.
Girl problems again, huh?
What? No, that's crazy.
I still wish you and MJ could work things out. She's a great girl.
She is, but...
The two of you would make some beautiful babies. Peter, what is it? Come on, you can tell me.
These past few years, you helping me through college and working here, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing. I just wish there were more people like you in the world.
He's right. 5 years ago, you walked in here and told me you were inspired by my mission to help others. Now it's you who inspires me. Thank you, May, for everything. Here's to many more years of service.
Thanks again for setting all this up.
Oh, I just wish I could do more.
Well, May's always told me if you help someone,
you help everyone. Maybe we should send May to City Hall to have a word with the mayor.
Oh, I gotta run. Thanks again for the party and everything. It really means a lot.
By the way, I just want to point out, when Peter's phone goes off in that cutscene, the controller actually vibrates like a phone. I don't know if the mic picked up the vibration sounds. I didn't mute my mic in that cutscene. I did actually just sit here in dead silence, because I still gush over these cutscenes. But at the same time, like, yeah, the phone thing, the controller will actually vibrate like the phone. Oh, here's what FEAST stands for. Food, Emergency, Aid, Shelter, Training. FEAST. Okay. But yeah, anyways, Peter's phone goes off because Detective Yuri has another mission for us. So yeah, we got a dash. It was great fun and all being at this party. It's getting fairly late, but Spider-Man's got some night patrol he's got to do, so let's go. Don't you just hate it how in LEGO games, characters and mechanics... Don't you just hate it how in LEGO games, the characters and mechanics... the world the game takes place isn't in LEGO. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. There's LEGO, but the worlds are always, like, semi-realistic or something. But right, now we're back outside, and it's nighttime. Yes, the game does have a day-night cycle. However, the day-night cycle is determined by what mission you do. So the game doesn't actually turn day or night, like, from you actually goofing around long enough. It turns day or night based on what sort of mission you're in. And also the weather changes as well. Like, for example, right now it's nighttime, but it's also raining. And also, I really do like the way the rain looks in this game. There isn't really much of a rain effect, like a wet effect on Spider-Man in the rain. It's kind of very subtle, or if not, it doesn't really show in this version, maybe in the PS4 Pro version. But either way, we just got news that there is basically some activity going on over here. Don't touch the art. So a break-in in some kind of art museum. So now I'm going to figure out what's the best route to get there on the way, where we can tackle some stuff along the way. In fact, you know what? Okay, if I sort of plan my route, so if I go this building, backpack, that building, backpack, that building, Fisk area, backpack, that building. Although, actually, no, that's a lot of buildings to do on the way to that mission. Like, yeah, that's a lot. And I have been streaming for a good 3 hours, so I might wrap up soon. Or maybe, do I go and do a side mission and maybe wait for that to simmer down a little bit? I think, okay, I have been streaming for a good 3 hours, and there's a lot to cover in this game, but let's not forget I am streaming tomorrow and Sunday as well. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go for these buildings, and I'm going to show off one of the side missions in the game. And then next time, I'm going to set a path to go towards that main mission, do all the other side stuff. Not every side thing, just most of the side stuff. And then afterwards, I'm going to do the main mission, and then any other main missions afterwards as well. And let's not forget, side missions unlock you more costumes. So I actually would kind of like to unlock some more costumes.
Losing my parents and Uncle Ben,
I mean, I will probably use the advanced suit in one more mission, but then after that, I definitely want to, like, you know, play around with some of the other costumes. But I kind of need to unlock some of them first. That costume menu is looking a little bit blank, and I do kind of want to save some of the other costumes as well for later parts.
I should go.
I will mix and change each costume, like I said, but then maybe towards the end of the playthrough, I will pick my favourite overall. Oh, I recognise that landmark. Yes, 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 I definitely want a picture of this. If you guys don't know that logo, well then all you need to do is watch a certain movie called Doctor Strange, and you'll recognise that that is the Doctor Strange building, or the, I think it's called the New York Sanctum, where he protects things from magical stuff.
Window,
oh yeah, Sanctum Sanctorium.
Strange is going
That's
on
it.
in that place.
The Doctor Strange building, everyone. That is a landmark, and now I have officially picked that up. Oh, I'm going to go for those 2 backpacks and then sort of swerve my way over to that mission. So there we go. Hey, I still appreciate it, Cute Gaming, even if you were just joking. Oh wait, how close is that other building? Oh, actually, no, there's a landmark there that's really, really close. Hang on. I'm sorry, I can't help that I'm like this, but literally I have to get everything. Or can I do a mid-air shot? Yes, I did. That was actually quite cool that I managed to pull that off. Right, there we go. Got that landmark. Now just swing through the park here. Is it just me, or does anyone else really like seeing the city at night? It looks really nice at night, doesn't it? Oh my god, I kind of like clung to that light there, and Spider-Man kind of like face planted and got stuck. Okay, there's a backpack right there. Up on this theater. There we go. You still haven't seen Doctor Strange?
Semester as a teaching assistant.
Oh my god, you so gotta see it.
Time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
I like this here. So you got Peter's ESU badge. Nice. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna get that backpack, then I'm gonna do the mission. That's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm really liking this structure I'm following in this playthrough. Obviously, in my own playthrough, I have just gone through all the side stuff first. So, yeah, I'm literally saving the main story till the very end. I'm always like that with my games. But what I'm going to do for the streams, I'm always going to set a route. I'm going to set a route where I do side stuff, check for crimes along the way, but at the same time, set a line of path to go towards the mission. So now that I got this backpack, I am very close to the mission, which is right there. So now let's go and tackle this side mission. Whoosh. So what did everyone think of Aunt May in this game? I actually really like her design. Dare I say, unless there's another Aunt May design that happens in the next few years, that has to be my favourite design of Aunt May. I really do like that design of her. Right, here we have a side mission. The network is down. Let's go.
Look, I know you've been hacking into our crime system towers.
Wasn't me. I mean, what towers?
I might get hate for this, but I still haven't seen Black Panther yet. No! Why? You need to watch this! Steven, I know a website where you can watch both of those movies. I'll hit you up with a link on Discord when this stream is over. You need to watch these movies ASAP, my boy.
The jammers emit a signal I can detect.
Okay, find and destroy 3 signal jammers. In fact, wait, has my map gone invisible? Oh my days, the map goes invisible for this mission. Oh, because I have to use the radar. I actually quite like that.
Just need to follow it.
Okay, so I have to follow the signal and find and destroy 3 signal jammers. I actually haven't done this side mission on my own playthrough, so this is quite new to me. And there is straight away a building with loads of enemies on it, so I reckon this is where a signal jammer could be, as the enemies are kind of a dead giveaway. In fact, that glowy orby thing up top is also kind of a giveaway, but that also kind of means I'm going to have to stop enemies if I want to jam that signal. And I'm guessing I was supposed to be stealthy, but I immediately screwed that up. Oh my god, loads of snipers. Oh my god, and they do a lot of damage too. Okay, oh, I do not want to die. Actually, wait, I might get off the building and then wait for them to lose me, because it feels like, yeah, you're meant to be stealthy, but I screwed that right the way up, and especially with snipers as well, you definitely want to be sneaky.
Phew, finally out of sight.
Okay, yeah, now they can't detect me anymore. They were very powerful. I almost got myself killed doing that. I didn't realize they were snipers. I reckon with so many of them, I thought they were just going to be normal guys. Right, there's the signal jammer. That guy's about to see me. Duck down. Right. Gonna have to play this one a little safe and a little creative. There's not a lot of area for me to like sort of zip up to and stuff. However, I can perform a takedown from a distance. I just have to be careful who sees. Like there's that guy. This is really tricky because the snipers are going to be my #1 enemies. Unless I cause a distraction. Like maybe, okay. Maybe if I aim and do this.
Dano, that you?
And then he's going to go over here. I just want to sneak over. And then do a little stealth takedown. Oh, that guy saw me. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Roll away, roll away, roll away. Oh, he threw a grenade at me. You can have that back. Okay, now I'm just going to... Wait, maybe if I cling onto this wall here, they won't... Oh, they're coming over to the wall, actually. Okay, I'm going to swing around for a bit. Let them lose me. This is tricky just because of the fact those snipers do a lot of damage. Unless I equip the bulletproof suit. That wouldn't actually be a bad idea. Have I bought the bulletproof? No, I haven't even bought the bulletproof suit yet. Oh, never mind. So that's not going to be an option. If I had that as an option, I would totally switch to the bulletproof suit and then turn on bulletproof mode and then just fight these guys, because then they wouldn't be able to shoot me and then I'd only have to fight the guys with hand-to-hand combat. Oh, there's someone about to see me. Nope. Okay, now he's got a question mark. That means he's suspicious, but he's not actually going to, like, do anything just yet. Only when that question mark turns into an exclamation mark does that mean the enemy's going to, like, actually do something. Oh my god. Right, took that guy down. There are normal gunmen as well, but it's mainly the snipers I'm worried about.
So am I.
I'll take that gun.
Keep them on the ground or we don't stand a chance. This is gonna hurt.
There we go. Got you. And I believe that's all of them.
Gotta take out the jamming device.
Okay. Right, now what we have to do, yeah. Take down the signal jammer.
Shoddy workmanship.
Okay, and the next one is very obvious because it's right across.
I just took out a jamming device. Does that do anything?
No, but like I said, there's probably a bunch of them.
Makes sense. I'll track them down.
Let's hope the enemies aren't too close together on this building.
Anything to do with the system going down in the first place.
Okay, so there's 2 snipers on the building opposite the signal jamming building. So I'm guessing their goal is to try and make it so that if I go straight for the signal jammer, it's gonna make it difficult. So I think my goal is gonna be to take out these 2 snipers first.
Aw, they had a jamming party and didn't invite me.
Okay, you can definitely be taken down.
Who's there?
Wait, what?
Who's there? Got eyes on Spider-Man.
Okay, you can just fall off the building. You did not see me. And then take you down. Okay. Now, there's just the straight building right there. There could still be some gunmen on it, so I do need to be careful. But, with those snipers taken care of, these might just be average gun guys. So, right. I think I'm going to equip my spider drone here. And I'm going to show you guys what it does. Right, go droney.
Open wide.
And then, oh, they're both down, so I can actually trigger a web blossom and then spray them up and then quickly heal with my full focus. And then, oh, I see you there. You can just fall off the ledge if you want. And then that guy's going to try and shoot me. And then that guy's going to fall. And then, oh, I didn't realize there was another gun guy. Give me your gun. You don't deserve it. And then I'm just going to yank you down. And there you go. Hopefully that didn't break too many backs. Oh, there's another gun guy. Oh, wait, no. Oh, that was the guy webbed up to the wall. Because the webs didn't render in, I thought he was just standing there watching me. And I was thinking, oh, no, he's going to come get me. Oh, man, look at my little drone. Who's a good droney? You're a good droney. Anyways, right.
Job's not done until
so the drone did actually, like, tase a few guys and stuff, but it doesn't actually, like, defeat enemies for you. That's actually a different upgrade that you can get much later on. But the spider drone will just stun enemies for you. And sometimes it can be a good distraction as well, because it can make a racket, like, you know, some noise and stuff. And the enemies will sort of be like, what the heck? There's a drone over here. Quick, shoot it down. And then whilst they're shooting down the drone, you can obviously, you know, take out another guy, maybe someone who's, you know, completely oblivious.
There's still a few rooftops I haven't tried.
Okay, wait, let me try and web over to the rooftop opposite, so then I can scout the area and see just exactly what I'm dealing with. So if I come to this rooftop here...
Nothing suspicious here.
Oh, that building is way too high. I thought that building was on the same level as this one. I will try. I've been so busy, dude.
Found you. Sleep it off.
Right, there we go. Wait, I'm gonna try... Okay, right, now I'm gonna equip my web blast thing. And I'm just gonna... Whoa, okay, these taser guys again are really annoying. Web blossom! Oh, god damn it. As I was about to web blossom, he literally smacked me as Spider-Man was about to start the animation. First death of the stream. God damn it. First death of the stream, all because of those damn taser guys. I hate them so much.
The jammers emit a signal I can detect. Just need to swing through the financial district and hunt for a signal.
Those taser guys really get on my nerves. Again, if you try and web strike them, they have an automatic counter. And then they always interrupt, like, your signature move animations as well. The best thing to do with them is maybe sometimes treat them like a heavy, web them up first, and then, yeah, take them down that way.
Found you.
Like, oh my god, see? I web striked him, and he automatically countered it. Okay. You, so... Oh, web him to the wall. Yes, got him. Perfect.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Oh, nice try. Boom. Right, gonna get you. There we go, he's down. Oh my god, that... Oh, it's so annoying. Because with most enemies, I like to follow the combo with a web strike. But with the taser enemies, the moment you follow with a web strike, they have a counter for that. Oh, you are definitely going down. Boom. There we go. Oh, he's just gonna fall. And he's down. Does it get hard though, I've noticed? Yes, it does get quite hard.
Okay, that's the last of them. The system should be back online.
Right, that was the last signal jammer.
Spider-Man, the crime system's working again.
And yeah, the signal's back on. Oh my god, look at how high we were.
Those outfits?
No, but the system's reporting unauthorized.
Yep, Spider-Man would definitely have to get over a fear of heights to do some of this stuff.
I'll check it out. Gotta get to the docks
So it's
before
here,
they
Spider-Man
escape.
PS4. Yes, it is, and it is fantastic. Right, now I have to get back over to the person I was helping, because apparently now they're in danger. Again, the side missions will have you helping random civilians, and I love the bond Spider-Man sort of forms with people as you help them. Okay, we have to go this way now.
Guns.
Oh,
Enough firepower for a small
that's a
army.
lot of guns, and an
Whatever they're
RPG
planning
I
to do
see
with
as well.
those, It's nothing good. Gotta find out what those guns are for.
Okay. Let's scan the area. Okay, my scan doesn't go too far though. Maybe from here. Do a quick scan. There aren't that many guys, are there?
Checking out.
I could do a couple of stealth takedowns and take these guys out easy. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Right, equip my impact web. And then what I can do is if that guy wants to hug a wall, I would not be against that.
I'll show him weak.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't let him see me.
The hell? Okay. Oh, bring it on, Spider-Man. And it was...
There we go, he's down. Okay. I always go silent when I'm concentrating, literally just because I feel like I'm gonna be heard in the game. I wonder if I can web that guy from the right angle. By the way, Spider-Man can swim in this game. If I can web that guy from the right angle, could he actually stick to that van? And the answer is yes. Okay. Right, only 2 guys left. Wait, where's the other one? The game says 2... Oh, no, 3 guys. Okay. Come on, surely it would let me do a distance takedown from here, right? No? Oh, he kind of suspected me there. Sneak up behind him. Hello, buddy! You're down.
Damn it.
And now those 2 are obviously going to be suspicious because I've made all this noise and I've taken out all their men. But can I just say, splitting up is a really bad idea.
Think we got company. Checking it out. You made your... I see you.
Oh, man, he saw me. Okay. Well, actually, these guys don't have guns, so I don't know why I'm being sneaky anymore. And he's down. That was easy.
Now maybe I can figure out what's going on.
Just play it nice and sneaky, and there we go.
Guns.
You mean amazing, not
Prison guard
fantastic?
uniforms,
Haha!
goofed ID
I did
cards.
mean that.
They were planning to bust Fisk out of the raft.
Uh-oh, wait, what the? Spidey sense. Oh, boy. Oh, this is a lot of guys. I don't think I've ever dealt with this many. Whip Blossom! Let's lower those numbers.
Hey, now I'm just showing off.
Boom! Oh, no you don't. Ha, nice try! Oh, yeah, that was actually pretty slick. Okay, let's go. Oh, grenade! You can have that back, good sir. Right, I'm gonna throw that at you. Dodge you. Watch out for that taser guy, because he is gonna be a pain. Grenade! Oh, God. Okay, slide under. Boom, boom. Take down! Crack! Let's go! That taser guy's down. Wait, what the? What the? What? Oh, grenade! Have that! Oh, finished him with his own grenade. Yo, that was actually pretty slick.
like
Once
you
I
were
realized I
far
was about to
past
web
me.
strike that taser guy, I literally mashed circle so quickly because I knew he was going to come back for a swing, and I was just sort of like, no, 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 and I just dodged it, and it actually worked out really well.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to delete my selfies from the crime system servers.
This is awkward, so you have to go now. Oh, wow, thanks, Emilio. But either way, thanks for coming to the stream anyway. Do you know Octavia? I mean, unless you mean a female version of Dr. Octopus, then no. Oh, have I unlocked a new gadget? Oh, no, wait, what? It said new on the spider drone, but then there's nothing here. Okay. Oh, but I did unlock a new suit perk. Okay. Kinetic power cells increases the rate of increases the rate focus generates. Oh, so I can increase my focus meter. Scavenger. Finishers generate gadget. No, finishers generate bonus gadget refills. Oh, okay. So not some bad ones. That silent step would have been a lot better actually, so I kind of wish I had that equipped. In fact, I might equip it now. Oh, in fact, no, I couldn't buy it before, now I can. Oh, he wanted me to say hi to him. Whoops, I'm sorry, Emilio. I apologize for not saying hi to you. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I was so immersed in this game. Right, there we go. Right, we've done a good, 3 hours and 43 minutes of streaming. Although, obviously, it'll be a bit condensed when, It'll be a bit condensed when I get rid of the intro. There's just a backpack nearby. I'm going to grab that. And then I'm going to end this stream off. And we'll do some more tomorrow. Because, yeah, there's a lot to do. And we've only just scratched the surface. Again, this game only just came out today. Yeah. Oh! Calculator.
I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trade.
I'm guessing My Little Pony is where they're from.
What you pay for?
Oh, I like this calculator. Oh, I got new skills. Oh, wait, or it means I can buy new skills. Yeah, because I have a point, but I'm going to save it. Right, so anyways, yeah, with that, I'm going to end things off here. I'm going to do a manual save as well, just to make sure I don't lose my save file. Slot 2, manual save. There we go. And so, yeah, I'm going to be back with this some more tomorrow, but I'd like to thank everyone who came out to watch tonight. If you were new and you were enjoying Spider-Man PS4, please, by all means, sub to my channel, and if you like Spider-Man on this channel, then stay tuned, because there's obviously going to be more of this game, and I'll be doing the other Spider-Man games after this. Again, I've been doing a Road to Spider-Man PS4, now I'm going to be doing the road after, which obviously, at the moment, I'm doing the stuff during Spider-Man PS4. Okay, you're right. Yeah, I knew it was from My Little Pony. Don't you try and trick me, Cute Gaming. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be it from me. I'll be back on with more of this tomorrow. Another really, really, really long stream, hopefully. Again, there is a lot to do in this game, so this game's going to be sticking around like Spider-Man on Walls for a while. Which, by the way, I know you guys can't really see it because of the angle, but I did dress for the occasion. I'm wearing my Spider-Man shirt. I literally have worn this all day. And for those who follow me on Instagram, I posted a lovely picture with these two as well. My two Spider-Man pop vinyls. I know there's a Spider-Man PS4 one, and I really want to get it. So actually, I will be getting that. But yeah. Good first Spider-Man stream. I like the vid, bro. Thank you, Steven. Thank you very much. It was a great stream, and a very long one as well. Again, there's rumors that this is like 20 hours plus. And I hope that's the case, because then we're going to be here for a while. And that's really good if we are going to be here for a while. Because there's just, yeah, there's going to be a lot to do and a lot to see. And I can't wait to cover all that here on stream. So once again, thank you all so much for coming. Don't forget to like on the way out. If you are new, subscribe to the channel for more Spider-Man content from me and other content as well. Be sure to check out my other streams and videos and stuff on the channel. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, roughly about the same time, 7:30 PM British Summer Time to very late tomorrow. In fact, I can go even later tomorrow. In fact, I can even go later Sunday as well, because I actually don't have work on Monday either. But yeah, either way, you guys are going to get a full Spider-Man weekend. You're going to get today, tomorrow, and Sunday of Spider-Man PS4. So please, 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 now is the best time to subscribe if you want to see this stuff. And yeah, either way, thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you to everyone, Cute Gaming, Emilio, Steven, Random Boy, everyone in the chat, keeping me company. Oh, Ghost Luigi as well. Everyone, thank you so, so much. Have yourselves a fantastic day, night, evening. Enjoy your copy of Spider-Man PS4 if you have it. If you don't have it, get yourself this game. Join me in this ride. Join me on this journey. And yeah, I will catch you tomorrow in my next stream. Take care and have a damn good time. And hashtag spider hype.